Hello. What up, cool cats? You're listening to 98.7. Random fucking Florida. This is where I probably play like 3 different. They didn't even waste time! I also forgot to open up my chat, so unfortunately there's a view bar right now. Like, that was literally 30. Like, there was a bot waiting in chat to send that message. God damn. Get banned, nerd. Okay, now let me get up my YouTube chat up here too. How is it going, lads and laddies? Ladesses. However you want to pronounce, however you want to say it. Okay, so I loaded up YouTube's front page, and the first thing I got was a trailer for a game called Limp Night. And all I can say is that feels targeted. That feels so fucking targeted right now, I'll be honest with you. Okay, how do I get the split screen? Yeah, here we go. What's my phone battery? That's 45%. I'll be fine. Worst case, I'll just get my phone charger. Alright. So I fixed Path of Exile. Apparently it's like a Windows 11 issue. Where all I had to do was change the... All I have to do is change the capture thing to back to Windows 10 for some reason. I don't know how that works, but at least now you don't get like a brief frame of my OBS every time I want to tab out and check that I'm recording or whatever. It happens. Okay, what was I doing? I had these yeah, I need... I'll just store these away. I don't need them. Sorry. Would also be nice. Actually... Oh, that wouldn't. Damn. I was wondering if I can get a link on that. If I put all this shit. But... What? Go to Act 5 then. Go right into it. I don't think I'm... Okay. Oh yeah, I realized since I'm going with golems, I gotta go over to this and grab this golem. So that way... What do you got for me? Support gems? You should have some support gems. Some melee attack skills. I mean, greater multiple projectiles can work, but Unleash, support spells, bone chill, immolate. That could work. Like I'm setting enemies on fire constantly. I don't exactly know how much extra damage that would do with Ignite. It'd be really hard to quantify that. I'll take that regardless and stick that on the shield. I stick it where the sun don't shine, but considering my shield is invisible, the sun is not shining on it. It fucked. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Yes. I love everything about this. I mean, greater multiple projectiles probably oh god. Probably would work. It'd be really nice. Oh, this is also only with 1 flask. I still need 2 more flasks. But I am coming up pretty quickly on... Hello, Botrix. How's it going? I am coming pretty close up on the next flask. I'm guaranteed to get. I believe once I get to the Act 5 town, I'm instantly going to be having a flask thrown at my ass. I love how after all these years, Path of Exile has not fixed its, like, what do you want to call that? Like, asset streaming thing? Where the first time you, like, see various assets, it just does not load in. Like, it doesn't have assets preloaded to save performance. But, like, in Path of Exile, it's so goddamn slow to do that. Thank you for dying. Oh goddamn, I need to revive him immediately. Motherfucker. Have to deal with his ass again. Ow, I'm frozen. Could have prevented if I had my beloved ice wall. Wait, would ice wall actually kind of be goated? Because I can like sit behind my ice wall and then just make my own pillow fort and keep throwing bombs off the side? That'd be really fucking funny. I'm gonna skip that because I do not want to die. I want to live. Famous One Piece quote. Ow, shit. I mean, considering how long that shit's been going on, I could literally say anything and just say it's a quote from One Piece. One, probably by sheer volume, it probably is true. Two, who's gonna fact check me? Like, realistically. Well, okay, never mind. I realized that is a direct challenge to every weeaboo in existence. Ow, shit. And if there's one thing I know about people really into manga and anime, is that holy shit, they have like iron like memories. It's fucking wild. there's actually a really good YouTuber I personally enjoy. Comes to there's some guy that will fact check you on every quote you claim. That'd be, honestly, I'd appreciate that, because like to an extent there's a lot of quotes that I probably vaguely remember or misremember. I would love to know where the fuck they're from. If someone actually managed to do that.
I am going to show them how right they were to fear me.
Yeah, his name is totally not Mark, and he like initially started off doing primarily Dragon Ball and like generic anime kind of like story and character analysis stuff, which was pretty good. Then he was like, well, I did a lot of content on Dragon Ball. I'm gonna start doing other animes, because even though he's like an anime YouTuber, he like barely watches anime, which I think is really funny and kind of partially why his like perspective has been interesting. But when he did One Piece, he did the entire fucking thing over like it took like a year or some shit. It took a very long time for him to go through all of One Piece because of how much fucking One Piece there was, and that was like 4 years ago. So then now that like what's even funnier is I'm pretty sure by the time he finished, the one of the arcs was in the middle of one of the current arcs at the time. And that arc wouldn't finish for him to review until like 2 years later, because it was going on for so fucking long. And when he eventually was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and like, you know, finish up on the One Piece I missed, since it's like a whole like 2 arcs that finish now. He was like doing his usual analysis, but he's doing like chapter by chapter like shorts reviews. And I'm like, okay, this is entertaining. It's like his reactions. But like, holy shit, all of the comments were like, what do you mean you don't recognize this character that was mentioned? And I'm pretty sure, like, I'm going through the comments more and someone's like, oh yeah, how does he not remember this was mentioned in like an arc that was literally like 13 years ago? or even from the time that he last did his like main review was literally fucking... Oh, he's fire resistant, that's why. God damn it. It was literally like 4 years ago when he last reviewed it. I'm like, man, anime people are weird. Like, every single short was people grilling him for not remembering like a detail. Which granted, some things he missed that were obvious in the chapter, but like, it's like, how do you not remember this character that was like, I'm pretty sure introduced like freaking 8 years ago? The internet is a fascinating place. It's why I generally... It's one thing that I do kind of feel weird in my videos doing, but I also feel like I have to, is I try to never assume people understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, if I will, like, this is something I have to deal with if I do, like, a series of videos about, like, a single series. Because I would be worried that, I would kind of have to, like, I usually don't want to be like, okay, here's Doom. I don't want to assume people know what the fuck Doom is, you know? Like maybe some random person like tuned into my channel and was like, okay, what the fuck is Doom? I guess a better case is like a Remnant. You know, Remnant 1 was a pretty big game. Remnant 2 is a huge game, but I still kind of explained in detail what video game mechanics were. Because I'm like, what if someone who really doesn't know games was like, oh, I heard about this game called a Remnant. I wonder what that is. I kind of try and break it down as simply as I can. Of course, there's only so far back I can go.
Seems there's a rebellion on. How quaint.
Oh, he's fire resistant is your most used sentence in the last few streams. That fucking ignite and fire and ignite resistant is so goddamn common sometimes. It's like, oh, this enemy didn't instantly die. What's up with that? Oh, they're fire resistant. Okay, so this should be it. My flask. It's not my flask. I'm going to fucking cry.
Remember.
I just want my fucking beverages. This is too hard to ask.
Some farewell.
Curse one that gave you. Then again, I've always thrown away the flask and like never given a shit about it, so my fault. And malevolence. Stick with it at some point. What gives me more damage? Really hard to tell. This game because like unless I plug shit in the Path of Exile, like PoE, what was it called? Path of Building, the external program here. I just kind of have to go based off this, but even though this is a lot of information, it does not take into account a lot of things. Alright, well, I guess I'll see if she has one for sale at least. Of course, it's just a sapphire flask. Oh well.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Yeah, I would like to introduce you to the most intimidating image that I have ever seen in my life. Where is it? I was playing some more of the Volus Undermine, and I got the Devil's Cap on Jade. Oh, that was my Windows noise, sorry. And this is what popped up. When I went into my operator, and then I turned around, and all I see is this. Oh shit, why is it super tiny? I'm like, oh. I'm scared. Hey, Mom is very angry. Mom is A-posing. It's like, what the like, honestly, I feel like I'm not sure if it's more or less intimidating if, like, I could see her in her full glory, pose. Because like when you're in glory and you go into operator mode, you still appear as, you're still floating, but she just A-poses instead. All right. I want to put, it actually did inspire me to like, you know what, I'm gonna practice a bit of lighting when it comes to like art. I busted out my fucking regular ass tiny phone. I mean, maybe like the tiniest phone, but the phone. And like, honestly, I've gotten disturbingly okay with drawing on my phone. Like I've gotten used to it, so I'm like mostly there to what my art normally looks like, and it scares me that I got used to drawing on a fucking phone. I know someone who doesn't even use a stylus, they use their finger. Because they say, and I quote, it gives them greater control. To which I say, how the fuck? I literally cannot, I tried it, I literally cannot see my finger. Grinning fetish. It's that one's literally just a fetish of people smiling. They get an extreme hard-on anytime they like take a random picture of like a person, or like they just download pictures of people from video games like Tifa Lockhart and put that like Instagram filter that gives them the like a really weird shit-eating grin every single time. Anytime they play they couldn't make it past Whisper in the Walls quest, because the moment they see Entrati, they just fucking die of a priapism. Let's be real, that is like the smile of all smiles. God damn it, of course. Fire and Ignite resistant. I probably should just ignore them at some point, but like, I want to spite their existence. Shit, Warmark. Thank you. Also, I realized I don't need a shield. I could, because... And by I realized, I mean I read it on the wiki. I could also use a quiver, because that's also not an offhand weapon. How did that miss? Wait, this is an attack. Oh shit. I need accuracy as well. Fuck. I didn't think about that. This exploding flask has a chance to hit. Oh no. I've done only spells for a while, so it did not occur to me. Ouchies. Little fun quirk about Path of Exile's critical mechanics. Where you like accuracy is extremely important for critical hits, because whenever you land a hit, you have to roll for the accuracy to actually, you know, get a hit. Then you roll a crit on top of that, and then you have to roll accuracy to see if the critical hit lands. So, from what I understand, you can literally roll a critical hit, and the crit misses, but you still get the regular hit. You can't skip on accuracy. It's some weird shit along those lines. Open chest.
Dramaturgy and science combined.
It is like super scuffed. I kind of dig that because it makes you really have to spec into crit, like accuracy for crit. I mean, plus you want accuracy anyways. But it is like painful, especially if you only require like one big hit. So you're like, ah, you know what? I don't need too much accuracy. I just gotta like hit one time, and then like a damage over time will do the rest. But then, why again? Why, like, there's literally like 2 in this area. You know what? Actually, I'm just done. Like, I would be fine if it didn't reduce, like, if it reduced the damage of ignites, whatever. But the fact that it like halves the duration of ignites, it really is just ass. Is that another one? No, it doesn't. It just constantly rises minion. It's gonna make me mauled. I got that mana. And my mana's back. One nice thing about having an attack spell is that you use way less mana. Like, all I have to do is chug a mana potion once. It is nice that I have Ignite though, so I don't need. I admittedly don't need as much accuracy. I just need like one hit to get my full damage. But I still gotta upgrade my accuracy. Because I still do a decent amount of hit damage.
Look at these beauties. Perfect for my collection.
More health. Thank you. Yeah, I remember that. These are different themes for on-screen keyboard on the Steam Deck. I have old school. Oh god. Man, that old school Steam look was so fucking gross. I love it. I love how old UIs were like so goddamn crunchy and the ugliest colors known to man. Like, who thought that was okay at the time? Like, I don't know if it was just design standards or if, you know, it was mostly just nerds
These people have no
like using this stuff. So they're like, ah, nerds are nerds. They'll use whatever. But then, like, I would assume once the general populace started using stuff, like, you know, maybe we should make things look better. Or they actually decided to bring artists on board instead of having the programmers do the UI design. That's probably the other option. Like, surely back then people were saying, like, our UIs look kind of fucking ugly. I guess there'll also be resource limits. I mean, I still kind of dig the look, though. Like, don't get me wrong. I think for me, the sweet spot was like the console UIs. Like the original Xbox, the GameCube, the PlayStation 2. Those are fucking weird. They were so weird. I think the original Xbox might be my favorite. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that, but it had a personality. I miss when UIs had personality. Like, not just, like, in general, but in games, too. I've mentioned that before. It's why I love Path of Exile. Every piece of the UI is its own goddamn artwork, except maybe some of the other on-screen elements, like quest thing. Like, even the map, just showing the topography of the world as well. Of course, unless you turn it off like I did on my PC, but because of my laptop, this is like the default setting. It does get in the way, but at the same time, it looks really nice. Like, even the menu options have, like, all these little trims and flares at the top. Like, unique icons in that little ball, even if a lot of them are the same. Those guy. Look at that. I mean, obviously ignore this thing. This is like kind of like an extra tumor added on, but even like these little like engravings off to the side, in between, like there's just no negative space really for this thing. Every single inventory slot has like its own weird like cross thing in there. Fucking crazy. Even the cosmetic tab. Like the cosmetic tab looks fucking banging. Like what the fuck? Why would someone spend this much time like just like adding small details to an inventory? I didn't even notice, like, yeah, it's kind of like, it's almost like a fucking like cover of a book. Because you can see it's like a tab. You can see like almost like it's like another page behind it. Shit, I didn't even notice that. God, this UI has so much personality. And what's funny is there's actually been like multiple. I wonder if you can like go back and forth between them, because there's actually multiple redesigns. Like I think one of the early designs was like the health bar had like a skull wrapped in chains, and the mana bar was like a lion with like a wreath on it or some shit. It was like a lot more gray and stony instead of this kind of like, you know, you have like Solaris for the health bar, Lunaris for the mana bar. It's got this very like ornate, almost like Roman aesthetic. I just love ARPGs in general because, like, for some reason, like, the one genre that is just frozen in time for some reason. Like, no one can think of a better idea than Diablo 2 in every single aspect. Like, they do not oversimplify their UI. So I don't think I've seen I don't think I've seen an ARPG that has been like, that it looks like a modern game. And I like it that way. Don't want Victor Brand 2. Every time I talk about ARPGs, all I think about is, man, I wish we can get a Victor Brand 2. Come on, Hiyamong, it's been 10 years. Make a Victor Brand 2. Or just make a full Motorhead game. I know they wanted to. They made the DLC, and that was like them trying to make a Motorhead game. Just like fully commit. Oh, while the wall's still there, that still just blocks me. Crusaders by that, is that? Not quite. No, I never noticed that the... What the fuck do you call it? Never noticed that the Corrupting Blood has its own sound effect. I mean, it's very quiet. That makes sense. Why can't, but why can't that be the bleeding sound effect? That distinctly did not sound like I'm pissing all over the place. So I went to a gas station earlier to get some food because I'm just like that. And honestly, the gas station nearby me actually has some pretty decent stuff. They have 2 for $3 on hot dogs with a full topping bar, which is like, what the fuck? That's like literally unheard of. Like $3 gets you like the most disappointing McDouble that's like 1.5 ounces of beef on it. Ugh. But I went there and I got a brunch burger because I was like, fuck it. I'll try this. It was like pretty fucking solid. I mean, it was only like $4. It was pretty solid. But one thing that I always hate is when like foods add shit. I can pause the game if I forgot. Oh my god, yeah, old Warframe's UI. That had charm to it. Was it bad? I would argue yes. Yeah. But like, man, the current Warframe's UI just looks, I'm gonna be honest, it looks like ass. Like, it's clean, and to a degree I do kind of appreciate that. Like, I don't know, it's clean in a way that I don't think it gets in the way of... that it doesn't look too bad, kind of like other modern UIs. I don't know why. I think it's because... I think it might be because they still use, like, the ability icons, which are all unique and still have some presence on screen. And they do things like changing crosshairs every now and then, depending on your weapon. But, yeah, it really isn't that good. It really is boring. It's so fucking boring. No flasks. I'll find one eventually. God damn. Leveled up, let me... There we go. That's a bitch load more damage. I'm trying to think of my favorite UI. I mean, that might have to go to Metroid Prime.
Different.
Like, Metroid Prime is... It's peak. That game is so fucking good. Like, the UI being the visor in context, it makes so much sense. Like, the details, like when Metroid changes their... Sorry, Samus? Shit. I actually did the thing. When Samus, like, changes the gun, you see, like, various, like, weird symbols that like, vaguely look like claws or whatever, and you're like, what the fuck is this? But then when you unlock the X-ray vision, you notice that the, like, you learn that the, and like, I don't think you can see this normally. You have to like move around a bunch to actually see the more than just the tip of the gun. And that is, you have, the symbols represent the hand gestures that Samus is making on her gun arm to change what gun she's using. Which is like, what the fuck? And again, you'd only know that, you'd only like know that late into the game once you get the X-ray hand. Which is like fucking crazy. Oh, my kitty cat. Would you like to go kitty cat? Would you like to go kitty cat? I'm gonna pet you. I'm gonna pet you. Part is he like sits so far away from me. I can never like sit down and relax and like pet him. He always like sits next to me. I start petting him, and then he walks like halfway across the room, then lays on the floor to be pet. But then like when he gets near me, he doesn't want to be pet. He only gets near me when he wants to chill. So fucking weird. He is such a weird. Oh, he's on my desk now. He is on my desk. Well, I mean, that made it convenient, to be honest. Uh-oh. He is next on the microphone. I don't think you'd be able to hear him even if I turned on my they call it. Turned off my noise gate. You gonna settle in? You gonna keep walking back and forth? He never sits. He like almost never sits still when I pet. All right, he's satisfied now. My cat is such a goober, dude. Like he does not do this to my family. Only me. Whenever I go to the bathroom, if I'm in there for more than like 30 seconds, I'll just hear like. Like, he's so quiet when he meows. I love it. But he just sits in front of the bathroom door and goes, meow, until I open the door. And then he just starts like doing figure eights around my legs and then leaves, and that's it. my parents are still not used to it because I'm in and out of the house like so infrequently. So they're like, wait, why is the cat inside? Why is he meowing? And then they're like, oh, he's in the bathroom. It's only me. And like in the morning, even though it's like I haven't seen my cat in like a year, I'll come home and then the next morning I wake up, I see like the top of his ears just poking out, and then he just goes meow, because it's 7 o'clock and he hasn't seen me yet, so he has to wake me up. So that way, so that I can either A, watch him eat, because he likes an audience when he eats. Not to be pet, just be eat. Just be in the room with him. Or he takes me to the master bathroom to just like lay in the sink. And then I pet him. What's that? There's another thing he does. Oh yeah, when he takes me to the kitchen to watch him eat, first he like having some across the room. Okay, I think he's good. Settled in, cat? I don't know. Yeah, he's leaving now. But yeah, so he will like walk in front of the refrigerator, stand in front of it, he'll like vibrate, and then leave. Or not leave, and then he'll go to the food bowl. I don't know, like, I don't know why he does that. He just, like, and it's only in that one specific spot. He walks in front of the refrigerator, just vibrates, and, like, not even very long, like 3 seconds. And then he goes to the food bowl to eat. So I can stare at him. Oh, I saw Ruby and I thought it was a Ruby flask. Man. That boy ain't right. He's a goofball. I love him regardless. And it was like only a sheer accident that I got this cat. One day I was chilling like 13 years ago, because he's kind of an older cat. And my mother just like walked in with a kitten the size of like her palm. And I'm like, why do you have a kitten? And she's like, yeah, I just saw it in the, like alone in the box by a dumpster. There was like nothing, there was like no one or nothing around. And we're like, oh, that's depressing. So she just like took the cat in. Now we have him. He is like the sweetest, most well-behaved boy ever. Like, holy shit, he's well-behaved. I'm actually surprised. You don't just ask someone why they have a kitten. I mean, thing is, I was like 15 at the time. I didn't understand social cues, so that's why I asked why they had a kitten. Okay, that reminds me. So I did watch that Has Been Hotel song, Loser Baby. Holy shit, dude. Keith David has a singing voice. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot stop listening to that song. And I fucking hate that song. Okay, hate's a strong word. I'm really not a big fan of that song at all. But Keith David's voice is so fucking good. Wait, why am I not locked? Why are you locked in a bathroom? What do you mean? I have not watched Princess of the Frog actually. Like, that was the first time I heard Keith David sing. Also, I'll be honest, like, watching that music video, it definitely pushed Has Been Hotel / Hell of a Boss, like, further down my list of things I ever want to watch. Like, I was already like, maybe I'll try it. I got vibes that it definitely would not be my thing. It also features Keith singing, then I might watch Princess and the Frog. I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was the character designs. Like, they're interesting. They're very interesting. Okay, hear me out here. Hear me out. I'm gonna pause this right now. I was looking at the character designs for this, and all I thought was, look up Friends on the Other Side when you have a chance. Okay, I will. God, that Keith singing voice was great. Okay, hear me out. I was looking at. I actually have this prepared. This is the character that was the Keith David's character in that game, right? You know. It's definitely, like, it's over designed and flashy, but also looked vaguely familiar. And something hit me and I can't unsee it. To me, it kind of looks like fucking like a legendary skin for Yakko Warner if there was a Warner Brothers gacha game. Like, does it kind of not look like the fucking, like, some kind of skin based off an alt history of fucking Yakko? It's like the first, I don't know why it's the first thing I thought, and it's stuck in my head, and I fucking hate it. Like, you just have like stock default Yakko, and then you have like the legendary S tier Yakko's son, who's experienced like lots of neglect and got into his father's Green Day collection. I saw, I was like, oh my god, that kind of told me, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel. You're not seeing it? I ran it by a couple people, and several people were like, yeah, I can kind of see it. So either they're just agreeing with me, which I appreciate, because that means I'm right, and I can say multiple people agree with me, or you're the crazy one.
Innocence.
One of my friends did say that I was wrong, but I'm less wrong than he wants me to be, which I'll take.
I've conquered one god already. What's one more?
I better, to be honest, right? Right, yeah, I lose a lot of resistance. For a hell of a boss, to be honest. Yeah, definitely that didn't help me want to try either one. Also, Keith David's voice just did not fit that character. Like, I only heard Keith David's voice before I actually looked on screen. And I'm like, wow, Keith David has a really good voice in this, because Keith David has a fucking amazing voice. And then I look on screen and see it's coming from that thing. And I'm like, oh. Oh, that does not fit whatsoever. It just did not feel right. Maybe it's both. Also, Sammy Sladeborn, a hell of a boss. I guess I probably like came in because that was genuinely the first thing of Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel that I've seen, like, period. And I think I had different expectations, considering literally the only character I knew from that entire thing was Luna, which you find it hits him perfectly. It felt way too deep for like a really short, thin, whatever the fuck that is, owl in trousers, or not trousers. Fucking what are they called? Suspenders. I don't know. It just did not sound right. Like, it did sound like it fit the character's personality, just like not the design. Because you definitely need someone like Keith David to have that level of confidence that I'm a piece of shit and I know it. It's like, that's a cat? I would not have guessed that. I was thinking demon owl bird, which I guess owl is also a bird. I still have no idea what the fuck is going on with the other character. But at the same time, like I said, I have no idea what was going on with that, but at the same time, I guess I'll say it's a good enough design, because like when I looked at the fucking weird ass look, it did scream, is that a spider? And then I saw that they had like multiple different designs. Or multiple different arms, and I'm like, oh, that is a spider. Well, I guess props to them. I gotta get the scepter from the bone zone. Yeah, Keith David has never given a bad performance. Did you know that Keith voiced Zavala after? Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I played Destiny, I honest to God thought that was just Keith David. I deadass thought that was Keith David. I was only until later. I was like, man, Keith David is such a good fucking voice as Zavala. And someone was like, what the fuck are you on about? That's not Keith David. And then I looked and I was like, yeah, it's Lance Riddick. I'm like, holy shit. Dude. Lance Riddick is such a great fucking voice actor. That's like literally the only role I've heard him in, I think. Just to show how yeah, he really was a perfect pick for Zavala. God. Man. Rest in peace, Lance Riddick. The demon. Oh, but also the chat's not... Oh yeah, chat doesn't work. Thank you for reminding me. Because I did my window thing again. Yeah, I got that impression from playing Destiny. Destiny has some fucking great voice actors, dude. I will still never get over. Even if that particular voice line wasn't like perfect. So good. What's up, Ratified? Read the message. The demon owlbird is in hell of a boss. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. I think I've seen someone else. But I will say, as much as I'll like diss the character designs as like definitely not being my thing, because they feel way too over designed, and like I have no idea where my eyes are supposed to rest on those characters. I will say the animation quality is like disgusting. Like what the fuck? It's so good.
The more I feel of divinity, the more I want it.
Like I'll give them props. I respect good animation, even if it looks fucking garbage. Destiny's a great game run by Budgie's management. Yeah. Love your gay-ass demon owlbird. Based on the comments of the video, it's I'm not sure if that narrows it down. Like, or rather, if calling them a gay ass is any more descriptive, because it made it sound like half the fucking cast is just flamingly gay. I still cannot tell if the spider person is a man or a woman. Doesn't really matter. I just couldn't tell. Which I guess is probably the point. They're probably going with the femboy type thing. Jolas is gay as fuck. Angel's a guy. Oh, okay, there you go. I guess that answers that question, really. I like literally only watched a 3-minute music video, so I'm gonna judge my entire opinion based off that. Oh man, you have no idea what's in store. There was some animation quality they have no right to have in some of their music videos. I fucking believe it. Like, that was really good, just from that one alone. Half of them are flamingly queer, not all gay. Or not all are gay, some are gay, some bi, some pan. What is pansexual? I feel like I've never Googled it. I just kind of like heard it and I'm like, okay, it exists. I don't feel the need to question it. But I slightly do wonder what the fuck that is. I have watched The Amazing Digital Circus, yes. That I actually do quite like. It's pretty funny. And yeah, the animation's really good. I'm the only reason I know about it is because I was following Kevin Temmer for a while because he's pretty fucking funny and does a lot of nice shit posting animations. And then I found out he was doing Digital Circus, and I'm like, you know what? I'll watch this. I'm like, damn, that's actually pretty funny. Oh, I thought I was trapped for a second. Oh, I got shielded. That's why. The internet definitely could not, like, make me not know about Amazing Digital Circus. Jesus Christ, when that pilot came out, it was everywhere. I was like, oh, cool, this is like a fun little thing that I saw. And then, like, I just would not stop seeing that shit everywhere. I'm like, god damn, okay, I guess it got big. And then I found out, like, in, like, a day, it hit like 7 billion views on YouTube. I'm like, oh. Like, there's some circling shots, and that they all look like they're made up of... They're made by some higher fucking being. You didn't watch until earlier this year? Ah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, alright, these keys. Fucking no, I'm not gonna do that. You watched some snippets of it from episode 2. You like Gangle? Gangle's pretty fun. I like all the characters, to be honest. Like, maybe not intrinsically from like a I think they're like fun or entertaining to watch. But I appreciate like every character. Like they're expressing different kind of, at least from what I'm like getting the impression of, they're all experiencing different forms of like coping mechanisms and lack thereof of certain coping mechanisms with everything going on. And I do appreciate how there's like they're constantly paying lip service to fucked up mental health throughout the whole thing. I'm like, all right, I wonder how this is gonna end. This is actually super interesting, and it has funny shit posts. I'm actually really glad that it did super well, and that they immediately started working on a new animated series. I think it was like the Deadlight District. I watched the trailer for that. I'll be honest with you, I fucking love the concept of Deadlight District. That shit is cash. Plus the animations, again, are fucking incredible. Yeah, they all are different for the mental illness, and I'm like watch this thing, seeing them represent all of that. And like not exactly in like a direct sense either. Well, okay, to a degree in a direct sense, but allowing it to be like expressed through the context of like the different situations they're in. Like giving good strong hints of that, just being very explicit with it. Inger is voiced by Sean Shiplock, the guy who voiced Rivaldi from Wait Really? That's pretty fucking funny. I don't know why I say Wait Really like I know who that is. Wait, was he in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? I do not remember who Rivaldi was. I know I played through all of Breath of the Wild. I touched Tears of the Kingdom and I dropped it because I could not be fucking bothered with that game. I'm like, after 500 hours of, not 500 hours, but like after each shit, it's the guy that, yes, it's the guy that, was it Vor? I thought it was mostly weight gain. Then again, it's a very slippery slope between like weight gain and Vor. Like you take one wrong step, and you're in Vor country. Rivali was the okay, so it was in Breath of the Wild. I think I had the, I might have had the Japanese voice work on because I did not like the English dub for the most part. Like, I don't remember a single voice from that game. But then again, like I said, I played like 100+ hours of that game, and most of it was not doing the story, so yeah. Fucking weeb. Listen. I do it because I'd just rather not deal with bad English voice work. I don't care about authenticity. I my big issue is when you have characters playing well, when things get translated over to Japan, that the anime dub voice actors always tend to like play into characters way too much. It's like you listen to a character's voice and it's like you have a Japanese dude sounding normal for a character, like, you know, maybe deep voice or intimidating, but that's it. But then you have fucking the English voice actors like playing it up way too hard. And I mean, honestly, maybe the Japanese people are. I just find it easier to like turn my brain off and just read the subs sometimes. Which is why I'll always like mega praise. Which is why I'll like mega praise any like good English voice work, because then I don't have, you know, I just rather listen to dubs if I can. Do I have all the torments? Oh, I do. No, I'm missing the whip. Okay, it's probably. I will say you did not like Zelda's voice and breath. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Because, like, for the most part, you only heard Zelda at the start, and I like instantly turned it off. I just could not give a fuck. Oh no, actually, was there an option to turn off the voices and just have like regular Zelda where someone goes like, and then you have like dialogue? I feel like that's what I did. Like, I don't even think I recall voice work in that game. I don't know, it's been so long. But yeah, I played so much of Breath of the Wild. I loved it. I would like rate it really highly as a video game. And then when I played Tears of the Kingdom, I started playing and I was like, this is Breath of the Wild. I don't want to play more Breath of the Wild. I kind of want something different. And like, yeah, you have the weird Gmod mechanics. I played with that, but once I realized I had to start playing Breath of the Wild again, I was like, nah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Oh yeah, also the Yakuza game. Yeah, the Yakuza games are honestly the biggest one. It's like, plus honestly, that's the one case I'll genuinely say it's honestly more fitting. Like even regardless of the main characters just being like, listen, they got some really good voice work for Yakuza 7. I like Ichiban's voice work. I like I like having David Hayter as the bartender guy. But like the voice actor for Majima and Kiryu are so good that like I don't care if every other voice is dog shit. Yeah, I'll still listen to Kiryu. Plus, like, all the characters have to be super intimidating, and no one reaches the same gruff cadence as the original Yakuza voice actors, like the Japanese ones. They just don't.
Thank you.
Yes.
You deserve
There. There.
Not all.
Good luck. All right.
Thank you.
My Templar reward. No. Here. Oh, she did. Casticus. Yeah, she did give me the reward for that. Increased duration. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just... He isn't. Like, I'll even say Mark Hamill doing Majima was really good. But it just did not feel like Majima. Okay, well, I guess I'll say in Yakuza 1 Majima, it fit pretty well. But like the later Majimas, you kind of need the original voice actor. I kind of forgot his name. Feel bad. He's like the only I only know him as the Majima guy, even though I know he's like a pretty big voice actor. So unless I think about Yakuza, I can never really recall his name. Why did I get it corrupted? When did I get that? What the fuck?
For freedom.
We should update my loot filter. I still haven't. Oh well. Skill point here.
I simply can't.
And golem node. So now I can get a second golem. I forgot they have a void dragon. It'd be nice if they had a new dragon model instead of the same one that they keep recoloring. They have like a smaller one too, because I think it's gigantic. Alright. Give me a new golem. It'd be a chaos golem because chaos golems are way too goddamn cracked. Where?
Bye.
Thank you. Why'd I go in my hideout? Whoops. The worst part is I have one of the PoE 2 hideouts, so it's gonna take a fat second to load. The hell's that? Oh, the graph lock is just on my waypoint. I guess I'm stuck here forever. Got you some SD cards for your deck. Put other games on. Oh god, then he takes SD cards? I guess that would be the most efficient place to put them. How big can SD cards these days hold? Are there like 1 terabyte SD cards today? Eat. Oh. Oh, baby. nothing changed because I already had a lot of damage. The blue circle thing looked like Ortis for a second. I mean, honestly, I can see that. It does have a very Ortis-y shape. Also, hey Dragon, how's it going? Hold a pretty good amount. That's good. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I used an SD card, to be honest. I think the last time I held an SD card was like I was cleaning out an apartment my dad owned because they just had to evict someone, and they had like it was like having a whole extended family in there. So that place was literally every square inch of the ground was trash. Like, I'm not even joking. It was like dust, debris. We found 17 toothpastes or toothbrushes, like, by the end. Like, maybe not that much, but we found like a lot of toothbrushes just discarded. Thank God amongst that there was no, like, you know, paraphernalia or like needles or anything. Because I also I didn't expect there to be any, so I wouldn't have expected to wear like thick gloves just so I don't get stuck with anything. But like in hindsight, I was like, oh, the living conditions were like not great in that place. Or rather, like the cleanliness. I'd be worried that it would have been because of issues like that. But I also didn't immediately assume that, so I was like, oh shit. In hindsight, I'm glad I didn't get any hit with anything. And we found like buried amongst a pile of rubble was like a fucking Walkman with the SD card in it. And I was like, I wonder what's on here. And I was really sad because like a lot of wedding photos, a lot of vacation pictures, and I need decks. God damn it. I'm like, man, like that shit was so dirty. They literally left, I think, their wedding ring too. Like it what looked like a wedding band. But obviously it was like it ended up, I can't tell for sure because, you know, it was like a low income area that they owned the apartment in. So the ring itself like turned out to just not be of any real metal. So it kind of have been like all they could have afforded, or not actually a wedding band. But regardless if it was, I'm like, that sucks. Like, keep in mind, they were evicted because they just weren't able to pay their rent. And like my dad already, like, his apartment is like easily the cheapest in the area. Like, I'm not even saying that to like try and make him look good. Genuinely, he only raised the rent to like above $1,000 like 2-3 years ago, like at the end of COVID. Every other apartment around them was like 1,500, 1,600 for like a low income area. And he was still charging like 600, 750 because like the guy was just like barely made enough to pay for that, and we just like letting him slide pretty much. Also, damn, 2 terabytes? That is a lot. Holy shit. Like, I'm getting by with 1 terabyte on my PC for like games and my hardware and all that kind of stuff. Granted, I don't have that many games installed at once. Like, Warframe alone takes up a lot. Eat shit, heart. Ow. Fucker. Oh, well, my golems died. Get back here, golem. I would like the new golem node. But my golems just come back on their own. Ah, shit. I had no mana to teleport away. Oh, shit, no. I changed my mana button. I was using my fire flask. Oh, no, my damage. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I recently deleted my Skyrim install, and it was like 130 gigabytes because of mods. Skyrim's only like 15 gigabytes, or 30 gigabytes these days. It's a lot of mods. So listen, I will sacrifice any amount of disk space for the 8K high poly feet mod. Like the one that replaces all of the ground textures with feet. That's specifically what I'm referring to. Because I'm someone who enjoys shit posting. I'm not a weirdo. I still cannot believe I found that. That was such a gross mod. I loved it. There's really a game like Bannerlord, total conversions that run like 13 gigabytes a pop. Holy shit. That's a lot.
There is no shame.
And that sounds like you've gone to like 3 so far.
I've never had to pay the price for my ambitions. Until now.
Do I have any more quests? Cool. Love this skill. Look at the little flask. Eh. Yeet. What's my 75% chance to hit? Shit.
Good tidings to you.
Mate says he wants the whole world to be covered in feet and he's not weird. Listen, I crave chaos in life. It's not a sex thing. That's kind of like where I draw the line. I want to cover the world in feet because I want to see the world defeated. Wait, no, that wouldn't work because I'm refeeding the world. Fuck. Okay, fine, it's weird.
First, nest. Stay sharp out there.
But it's my brand of weird. No one can take that away from me. You don't need it to be a sex thing to make it weird.
Just make
Yeah, but that's how I cope.
Come to hear your poem.
Okay. I get more decks. I have a deck that, I mean, that gives me so much decks as is. Is there any decks nearby? There really isn't. I'd have to go down there. Is there anything I need over there? Kinda. I can get that. Nomadic teachings. What about... I'm not seeing accuracy. This is gonna be scuffed. This build is gonna blow. Oh wait, no, this. 20 to 20 dexterity. Cool, 2 levels, I'll be good. Twenty levels and I'll.
I can learn from my mistakes this time.
Man, the more I play Path of Exile, the more I was like, I really wish I could have finished my drawing before I left. But such is life. I mean, I probably shouldn't feel like I'm rushing myself because you know, I'm doing this shit for like fun, but I gotta capitalize on that YouTube algorithm. That is like 4 months out of date. It's really funny that I made like 2 pretty popular videos, all things considered. Like my Remnant made like 25 or 32,000 views or some shit. Oh god, damn it. Yeah, sad. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on like a 4-month hiatus. I'm good. Which, in fairness, I was like literally traveling across the goddamn country for work. But I bet anyone else who has like a up and coming YouTube channel, like literally screaming at me in the background, like, "Holy shit, you are so fucking dumb." That might be true. I also don't give a fuck. I'm like a wall. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely it will move. Not by its own accord. That's gonna be the earth moving underneath it. But it will move. Give it enough time. It don't give a fuck. Good lord, it feels like half the goddamn zone is taken up by this thing. There we go, he's on fire, right? Is he? And he is fire resistant, okay. Well, at least he's dying pretty quickly still. I will say I was a little worried about how the flask consumption would work out. Oh god. I was worried how the flask consumption would work out in context of this ability. But then I realized I have, yeah, like 41 charges of this. Usually I'm killing more than one enemy with one cast of this thing. Especially with the damage over time setup. So I'm not too worried. Kindling Word. I've like never used those things. I feel like I never really want the automatic flask or flask usage. Wait, Topaz Flask! We did it! We got all 3! Wait, but that means I have to get rid of my Quicksilver Flask if I want mana. You know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna be slow. This is very important. Oh, look at that damage! Oh, it's juicy. Wait, where's the door? Oh, it's over here. I think? No, it's Nessa. Be down here. I got the Eye of Dishonor, right? Yeah, I did. Eye of Conquest. I miss garden lizards. It's one thing I liked about coming back to Florida. I'm like walking by my like walkway to get into my house, and there's like 5 lizards just like run across. Even though like perfectly hidden in the grass, they feel the need to like expose themselves to hide into some other grass across the way. It makes me feel like the king of lizards. My subjects are making way for me. As they damn well should. That and cranes. It rained today. The Lords of War. I wonder how much I get paid for that. I haven't saying the voice actor was bad. I'm just kind of curious because he literally has one line in the entire game. And it'd be really funny if it was actually just like a rant. I guess it could have been a developer. If it was just for one line. It's like, generally this game is very good voice acting. But man, that one specific voice just stands out so much. I just realized, he's the only god that's voiced in the entire game. Literally the only one. Not Solaris or Lunaris, not Kitava. Okay, no, that's a lie. What's his fuck? Innocence. He's voiced. He is the only other god that is voiced. I mean, shit, they only have voice work for the refights for the fuckboys. Whatever they're called. The Unholy Trio with Doedre, Malagaro, and... what's their fuck? Who's the last one? Chevron. Kind of unfortunate. I think that is a big problem with the axe, is that like I just realized I'm gonna have to go back and edit that in my Path of Exile video, because yeah, that is a complaint that I have, that a lot of the characters still don't have voice work. A lot of the bosses, like, they're just there. There's like no voices outside of like one of them, and it's like one line. You know, say for Innocence, it like immediately stops the moment you kill the second god. Like, all the lore people have voices, and like 2 of the characters, I think. Just not the other 5, like, I think it's 5 characters, yeah. Oh, there's 7, right? Hold on. Wrong button. Because you have Templar, Bitch, Shadow. Right, I actually forgot her name was Witch. Well, you know what? Bitch also works instead of witch. I genuinely forgot her name. Shadow Ranger. So that's 6. Yeah, and then 7. Yeah, the 7 characters. The right way. I think the boss was here, so it should be the right way. Oh god, the internet's getting crunchy. That was the... I only dropped 280 frames earlier. Still holding more steady than my fucking internet back in my apartment. I fucking love being in a more rural area. But I mean, I don't. Well, to be honest, I kind of do. It's really nice. Don't have to do anywhere near with much traffic. It's cheap. I still get all of my personal amenities that I need. Stores, thrift stores, grocery stores. Just anything I need to, like, never have to leave the house. It's the life. Plus, it's cold as fuck there. I miss it. It is hot as balls in my room right now. Not helps because this is a relatively small room, and this laptop is like a jet engine, just like constantly going off. Because that's just how gaming laptops are. Like, turns out when you basically, like, this thing is like what? This is an inch thick. Like, I'm not even joking, it is like an inch and a half thick. And you're fitting a fucking 3060 or 3070 in this thing. And like a Ryzen 5900X. It's gonna get hot. Like, even when it's asleep, the fan still occasionally goes like... Like, calm down. You're asleep. Go the fuck to sleep. I think my computer has sleep apnea. It's just snoring. Oh, that was actually a blocked room. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to the Savage Forgotten Oubliette. Test my damage. And watch me get absolutely demolished. Yeah, I'll save myself time and I'll also do the Trial of Ascendancy. Sounds fun to deal with. The deck is decently cold, all things considered. Barely gets warm. Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad. You can definitely, like, your hands can definitely get a little bit warm if you use it, but it's not too bad. It's like mostly like at the very top. Like, you put your hand there and it's like, ooh, that's really hot actually. Like, not enough to burn you, but it would definitely kind of get a little bit painful if you, oh god, if you kept your hand there for too long. Oh, he died. Get fucked, Lamau. Wall Cyclone, Sacrifice of Dusk, I'll take that. I mean, that's actually, I mean, it's got nice health and intelligence, but you need dexterity. Don't tell anyone I'm leveling this up, though. I'm not a casual. Where's the Trial of Ascendance? Up here. Like, why can't it be pre-opened? You know, I was already here before. Just wanna streamline, you know, just go through this without much hassle. There we go. Oh, crapping recipe. Double resistances. I do dislike the change to that. It makes it harder to see. Like, they glow, but I feel like the floating icon was better. Like, I just, like, because it also, like, gets dimmer when you walk near it. If you accidentally walk near it without seeing it, now you just don't see it anymore. And like a slight glow is not easy to find in Path of Exile when fucking, you know, everything's exploding. Like, especially if you have a better build than I do. That's how I get over there. Oh, that damage over time is so chunky! I love it. This is exactly what I was hoping for. It's like Fireball, except it's a grenade. That's like, immediately makes it way cooler. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm literally just playing Fireball, but I have to level up Dex. And that's okay with me. What's not okay is me about to die because... Oh, thank God. I could probably grab Elemental Proliferation if I get a 4-link. That could probably help with clearing. Maybe. Yeah, I'll see if I can buy a Varex Respite. Oh, internet's dug in a little bit. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Is this it? Choke Flask! Maybe I should get a guard skill. Whenever my internet like drops, I just pop Vol Molten Shell. It would be really fucking funny if there was a cast cat like. So there's various trigger spells in this game. Like when you get stunned, it casts a thing. Oh, I noticed it's also applying to the stream too. Shit. I was like, feels a little bit too extended. Let me just check the stream. Yeah, there's a fair bit of drop frames. Hell of balls. Ah, well. I can't escape internet issues wherever I go anymore. When I go back to Maine, Maine had like really good internet. It was actually a locally provided company. So it was like no real issues there. That shit was like a dream. Eat shit, Exile. Alright. Getting back to normal. Like it is. I'm going to take a step back and grab a drink. That sounds like a good idea. Can't pause Path of Exile's music. Let me just add a text blurb. Text. Test. Sure, test, whatever. Test 1. BRB. There we go. Scuffed, but it works. I'm back. Oh, looks like my internet shit itself for a little bit longer. Can you stop that? I'd really appreciate it if you stop that. God, I can't get that fucking Keith David song out of my head. Like, and it upsets me because it's not a... I don't like that song. I really don't. But Keith David's voice is so good. I might just listen to The Princess and the Frog. Cause maybe we can get a better song. I think I heard of that movie and it was really fucking good. But we'll see. All right. You'll like it eventually. Honestly, probably. I'm just dealing with it so goddamn long that I'm just gonna intrinsically end up falling in love with it. I want chain belt. Let's see. Strength, mana, fire resistance. And is that enough? Yeah, I guess I'll use my stuff. Cool. Although I do lose HP. Think of it. Fuck it, I'll just keep that. I might end up going down a rabbit hole, because, like, I bet IMDb would list singing credits, too. I could probably just, like, go to IMDb and look up what songs Keith David has been in. And just, like, go down the list. Like that is now a new addiction, finding Keith David vocal tracks. It's like, god damn, he was good. Like, there was a period when I was younger where I kind of got a little bit tired of Keith David's voice, because it was Keith David always doing Keith David. Like, I haven't heard him in a while, so I'm like weaned myself off Keith David, and I want more Keith David again. That shit is like crack. I overdosed, but I'm relapsing. That's how it was for you as well? Oh no. The Keith David to Has-Been Hotel stand pipeline is real. I love how antiquated some of these old mechanics are. Like, yeah, here's like a random shrine that makes you explode into ice. Wait, he has? He released a whole song independent of anything else? That's amazing. I do want to listen to that. You know what it's called? I could probably end up looking it up anyways once I get on my Keith David grind. Is it possible to gaslight Rebecca into playing Destiny? Or like watching Has-Been Hotel? So that way we can like get her to fall in love with it, and then she'll be like required, like pathologically required to include Keith David as a character in an upcoming Warframe update. Cause like that's pretty much what's been happening with Warframe lately. It's like whatever Rebecca's fucking hyperfixation is, she then like gets one of the voice actors in Warframe. It's so fucking good. Like it probably goes beyond that, you know, they're just good voice actors in general. But it's funny how like Rebecca always talks about something, like usually like before or just before or after they announce like, hey, yeah, we have this like other voice actor in this thing. It's like, Rebecca, what the fuck have you been playing? Like I'll be very concerned if there's a fucking voice actor from Love in Deep Space, because she's talked about that a lot. Her fucking Korean boy vision, like romance gotcha thing, whatever the fuck that game is. like I'm gonna look at one of the voice actors. Let's look at an entire update. Like, oh, this is a really good voice. I wonder who it does. Love in Deep Space. Oh, what about the other person? Love in Deep Space. Like, what the fuck? Just be growingly concerned. Honestly, though, if she actually if that actually is true and she's just like getting voice actors from shit she likes, 100% that is the ballingest thing anyone could ever do. I think with like her whole vibe and style, Rebecca might be like one of my favorite people ever. Like it is impressive how little the fuck she gives. Like, I don't think I've ever seen her wear the same outfit twice, and her sense of fashion is unhinged but incredible. It's a whole album? Whoa, what's this? Oh, this is your Keith David? Oh, cool, it gave me accuracy as well. Now I'm at 80%. Champ. Okay. Where can I go from here? I need more defense, probably. Let me go... I'm not sure I'll spec into crit, so I might go Resolute Technique and just ignore the need to crit. Or ignore the need to build for accuracy. Yeah, I'll do this. How's it going, buddy? Oh no, she does have a voice. I'm dumb.
Shall not suffer this humiliation again.
But I think that's like, she has like one line. Which is like, I guess you probably don't need... Also, what the fuck is my damage? I mean, I guess I kind of have been speccing all in the damage, because I only have 1400 HP. I should be having at least like 15, 1600 total. Oh, I guess not too far off. Not even cursing things. Get fucked. That triple slam just feels good to dodge. I don't know why.
It seems that those
Mesh gloves.
their mistakes are doomed to repeat them.
That's a lot of fucking health. Thank you. I need that. And more strength. The Dragon Paw.
And so
Which kills a fucking dastardly villain. Digs through its corpse. Finds a partial fursuit. Well, it gives me stats. I'm wearing it. Honestly, I kind of would like an ARPG where like the base armor kind of look like Monster Hunter outfit, like pieces of a Monster Hunter outfits. So that so that way when you're grabbing random gear, you genuinely look like a fucking clown. Like no matter what you pick, you'll never end up finding a full set of gear that looks the same. So you're always gonna be wearing it's like you have MC Hammer pants down below. You have you look like Optimus Prime or Samus on the with the suit on. Yeah, Samus on the top. You have like weird just fingerless gloves, and your helmet is just like a headband. That's the power of Monster Hunter mixed sets. Oh, up explode. Wait, hold on. There's a boss here. I almost forgot. Ah, damn it. I missed. Yes, slowly burn. Wait. That's good. I can't. Not so sure about that. Shit. I think I went the wrong way. It's up. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. You just kind of have to guess. There might be like a tell. I haven't tried to learn it. I'm gonna demolish Abereth with the power of oh, you know what I could have made my character named after the potion seller. Or make a name around that. I mean, I know that'd be obvious and lame, but I don't care. I mean, Yeetus McDeletus is pretty fucking funny. It's better. I'll put it this way: nothing could be worse than Preparation Age Salesman. And the worst part is, in my Path of Exile video, I'd literally scream that name and like trying to do my best like hype man announcer kind of voice. Shit, I didn't mean to activate that. Oh well. So I just committed, really. Ouch. Ooh, ow, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh, ow, ooh. How did I survive that? Oh god, how did I survive that? What the fuck? It's just like, what the fuck is that? Oh god. I refuse to believe this build is actually going well so far, because I feel like I've spent all my time focusing on damage over defense. But so far it's going well. Ah, damn. I wonder if there actually is a way. I mean, I guess I'll do that. I'll go to the womb thing. Figure this shit out. I clearly got something. The hole here. Hold the entrance. Valley of the Fire Drinker. Good, I have plenty of liquid fire for him. Good lord, it demolishes him. Ow, oh, ooh, ow, that hurt. Good lord, my health disappeared. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked? Like how they mean to the fire bombs, but not mine. I can't believe Abaret's meteors are racist. They specifically segregate against people. What a dick. Oh, he's dead. What the fuck? Well, I wonder what it tastes like. A potion. This is the worst part about working in a hospital. I regularly wonder what the fuck all the medicine tastes like. I know the answer is dog shit. I just want to know. Because like there is a medication called lever. I don't know if the generic is like a pain in the ass. The brand name's called Keppra. It's an anti-seizure medication. Leveractamin or whatever. And it smells like strawberries. It's not flavored. It's just how the medication smells. And I was talking to a patient who like takes the liquid form of that. Usually he'll take pills, but some people take liquid form. More often than not, it's for people who take the medication, but they have like feeding tubes. But I have met a couple people who just take the liquid form of it. And I read that you're browsing Twitter, and I feel so bad for you. I'll read the rest of your messages once I finish this. And she was like, yeah, like that's the worst part. It tastes like ass, but it really does smell delicious, doesn't it? And I'm glad I had someone reaffirm my preconceived notions. I still want to taste it though. Or like the when people have like low potassium, sometimes they'll get pills. Sometimes they will get and by the way, the pills for potassium are like literally like the size of your thumb. Well, maybe a little bit smaller. Like the tip of your thumb is like roughly the size of a fucking potassium pill. They're massive. And they feel like clumped up sand. But there's also liquid forms. Which is like, on one hand, I'm kind of curious, but there's another liquid form in an effervescent tablet. You know those Alka-Seltzer tablets that people use for like cleaning dentures? It's like that, but it has potassium in it. You put a little potassium thing, it bubbles up and makes it like a little carbonated beverage, and like smells of orange or cherries. And you give it to people, and they all like look like they're about to vomit. But I'm like, it looks so inviting. I want it, but everyone hates it, but I want it. When I was doing my practicum, I was doing my practicum as a student nurse before I got my license. My preceptor was like, "I know you're curious," and I'm like, "Yeah." It's like I am too. So they literally took like a tiny spoonful of the potassium thing, put it in a separate cup. I was like, "Here, give it a tiny taste," because like you know you mix this with like 8 ounces of water. Like it's a lot. Like a tiny spoonful is like add it, like removing nothing from it. He's like, "Here, just take a tiny sip." I did it. It was not good, but it wasn't bad. If you handed me a cup of that, I might drink the whole thing. But it's also potassium, so don't do that, please. Like, don't take pills because they look tasty. They might look tasty, but they're not. They're bad for you, unless they're good for you. In which case, then take them. But if they're bad for you, then don't take them. Which is basically any medication that you haven't been told is good for you. Anyways, oh yeah, you're browsing Twitter again, but big mistake, I know. Oh shit, I dropped my phone. And apparently people are not happy with the Spartan getting adopted by a Sangheili clan, the thing that you mentioned yesterday. There's gonna be a subset of people complaining about like whatever. Also reminds you of the coughing meds that you used to take as a kid. Because it tasted so good, I wanted to chug more of it. Bro, same. That's why when I was a kid, I like drank half a bottle of cough syrup. Because it tasted so good. And I'm probably the reason why they all taste like ass now. Unfortunately. Like, that's the worst part. I fully recognize it'd be nice if they tasted good to help, like, kids take them. But also, I speak in first-hand experience. If it tastes good, they will fucking steal it. Like, I think the only way to make that work is if you can only give them in like individual cups or something. Like you only get exactly what you need. Because if you just have the bottle of cough syrup just hanging around, then it's gonna cause problems eventually. My dad asked me how I can drink Diet Dr. Pepper. He said it tastes like cough medicine. And I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here like, I mean, you know, I overdosed on cough medicine. I love that taste. Yeah, no amount of child protection could stop me. Oh, could stop you. I meant that completely differently. Like even now, you're like breaking into people's homes and getting at their child-proofed cough medicine. Granted, I don't think my parents ever child-proofed their house, like at all. I was luckily enough. I was one of the not entirely like accidentally suicidal kids. I did do stupid things. Holy shit, that was fast. But I still did some stupid stuff. I know I told this before. I had a magic set that was like a weird bottle, a string, and a rock, and I think you're supposed to like make the rock disappear somehow. Instructions were unclear. I made the rock disappear by shoving it so deep into my nose I couldn't get it out. You want to know what the best part is? I shoved it up my nose. It almost got stuck. I was really, really, really worried. I got it out. And I was like, whew, ooh, crisis averted. And I put it right back in, but even deeper. Dude, I was the dumbest kid. I like, to this day, I'm like, I know kids are stupid, but like, God, like, I was so dumb. Like, if you saw me as a kid, like, and I'm talking, like, this is even when I was, like, 10, 13 years old, you would not be like, man, this kid's gonna become a nurse practitioner with a master's degree. Unfortunately, that's what you have, that's the reality you have to face now. What? That's a lot of armor, holy shit. That's a lot. And lose resistance. The truth of the matter is, I never got smarter. I just know when to be stupid now. AI got nothing on me. I was there. There was a Discord server I was modding in. Some random guy who I'm pretty sure was there like a couple hours ago, and nothing really happened. Just randomly pops up. He's like, okay, I'm back. Like, did I miss anything? And then I literally like off the cuff, I go on and on. Oh god, I go on and on about how there was an attempted coup in the server because someone voted for the inanimate. This is so loud. Please die, please. Holy shit. Thank God. Because someone voted for the Inanimate Objects Equal Rights Act. Like, I just kept going on. And then one of the... What's funny is I'm a mega shit poster. One of the other people I hang out with with the moderators is like they have autism and struggle to like differentiate people like being sarcastic and people being serious. So they fucking hate me because they constantly take me at face value, even though I've been working with them for a while. And it's so fucking funny because I'm saying all this shit and all they just do is pop in and say, what are you talking about? None of this happened. I don't even respond. I'm just like, yeah, it didn't. That's the funny part. Yeah, the amount of times you almost choked on things is more than you'd like to admit. Mostly coins and sausage skin. I can't go the other way. Oh, it's up here. Surprisingly, never choked on anything. Or almost choked on anything. Oh, silver flask. It's probably worth dog shit at this point in the league, but maybe it's not. It used to be worth a lot, that specific flask. But now I have like so many more sources of like everything the flask does, that's really not a deal. I was actually really too afraid to swallow things that weren't food. Like a kid dared me. Not a kid. I think he did dare me to like eat paper. This is in like elementary school, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat paper. That's bad for you. You're gonna die if you eat paper. And then he's like, no, I do it all the time. And I like because it was like thick construction paper and it was like blue colored. It's like, it tastes like blueberries. You should eat it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then I think to demonstrate it, they like took a chunk of the paper and they swallowed it. I genuinely thought it was a magic trick and they didn't actually swallow it because I'm like, he'll die. Because he literally took it, like swished around his mouth, swallowed it, and then opened up his mouth to show that the paper was there. It was like a big piece of paper too. Like a big wad. And I'm like, oh, it's a magic trick. I wonder where it went. I'm pretty sure he actually did swallow. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to die. I have so much to live for. We have nap time at 3 p.m. I can't miss that. How goes wave after wave of bugs and weirdos today? Are you talking about Path of Exile? Or like your average Smash Brother convention? Because both are going fine. Well, I presume. I don't know. I haven't been to a Smash tournament.
Too much clutter.
I love picking on completely random things that are baseless. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Like I don't know, like the joke about like pretending French is a slur. I don't know why that's funny to me. Oh god. I don't know why that's funny to me, but like I also apply it to like literally everything. Like even people from Florida, like myself. Really, at the end of the day, my personal view is no one should have rights.
Wait, you know, I feel like I can take it out of context. Shit. Or, well, specifically, everyone should be discriminated against. There you go. That's more joking than saying no one should have rights. All right, I'm gonna start drafting my apology letter once I get canceled in like, oh god, whew! Once I get canceled in like 7 years because someone's gonna bring this up out of context. I'll have a harmonica on back order. Practice a nice blues number. I'm sure that'll win them back. I'll have like 4 terabytes of Boris Johnson images saved up, like every single angle, so I can practice exactly how to ruffle up my hair to make it look like I've been horrifically distraught over this. I'll sit on the floor of my bedroom. That is it was a good video from the completionist that I saw talking about the whole situation, but it did kind of seem weird. Like he was like literally sitting on the floor of his bedroom, like his shoulders were like at the line of his bed in the background. I'm like, what is your setup? Which I mean, makes sense because he probably lost his entire studio to record stuff with. It just looked weird. Anyways, hey Wilson, how's it going? Oh, I looked away at chat for like a second. I'm like, oh, I'm about to bleed to death. Oh no. Anything else I can grab? Nope, nothing fancy. Where's the exit? That's not it. That's the wrong. God damn it. I would love it if I could zoom out the minimap even further. Like, just not enough when it comes to, like, backtracking. Oh, damn it. Alright, I'm all the way back here. Such is life. Hold on. I wanna get like a different visual effect. I think there's like a level up effect. Belt skin, ring skin, armor attachments. Oh yeah, I have armor attachments. Never looked that up. I'll let those guys take care of it. What looks cool? That's a bit much. Good lord. The only reason I own that is because it's from a supporter pack. I mean, that's pretty nice, but the colors don't really match. I mean, I also don't necessarily need it, but if I can get one of those, kind of cool. I love how there's a crossbow skin you can get for your back when there's literally no crossbows. So I'm just sitting here with a crossbow on my back, just throwing vials because fuck it. Yeah. You know what? Nice. Wait, no, it clips really badly. I was gonna say nice and simple. Let's keep nothing. Where's the character effect that I had? Alternate charge skin. Footprints. No. Portal effect? Portrait. Where is it? There's like a specific effect, like when I level up. On a character. It's a hip. They don't really organize this very well. Armor attachment? Alright, I just looked at that, I'm stupid. Portrait? There's just like literally only one portrait in the entire game. Oh, here it is. There we go. And now when I level up, it'll look different. go. So I'm going down more. Wait. No, do I go that way or do I go this way? I feel like I go this way, right? The mechanic is weird. Like those like big breach strongholds that is around the place. Yeah, I think this is the right way to go. Yeah, okay. So the way I went and the way I died was just completely wrong. Nice. Then you get the skill points. And now I can get a 4 link. Because it's a guaranteed drop. The fuck are those wings? Jesus Christ.
You've killed them.
They're so goddamn bright. Oh shit.
Good work.
Shit.
With the rope, another. Stay
God damn it.
sharp out there.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah.
God damn it! I want to sell something. Sell. Just for the extra armor, maybe? I think for now I'll go with the HP. Put that in the stack. Don't know when I'd be able to actually unequip this dexterity amulet. Not for a while. How much do I have? 117. I need 109. Yep, not for a while. Fragment tab. Oop, there. Okay, let's see what the fuck this gift is. Place this item into an allocated graft item. Right click to receive it from the Genesis tree. Okay, level 47, so maybe it'll be good. Plus, I can put the skull. Apparently, the monk is over here somewhere. I take it that's the monk from. It's the only like unique player model. It is neat. It is neat that they're incorporating Path of Exile 2 into Path of Exile 1 more, since they do take place in the same time, or not same time, but you know, the same world. But Path of Exile 2 is like in the future.
I welcome you. I was sent a dream about this. We can give this piece of the enemy to the Genesis tree to cultivate her growth. I will attach it to her. Bring me more like this. Beware of
Okay. So 2 points left. What? Birthed items. Answer birthed item to be weapons. Answer it to be armor. I feel like I'm armor more than anything. 5,000% increase chance. I assume you can refund them every now and then. Modifier tier rating. There. What? Equipment? The fuck? I have 2 points here? Yeah, it's only here and there. Oh, okay, I can put that there. I didn't see that at the start. Birthed grafts have rarity, your rarity, aims to grant an additional graft. Go with that one. And then
yes,
consume
just like that.
the graft blood. Gross. Oh, it gives me a graft. I see. Like these things. So what's that? Global crit strike chance. Uses level 13 overcharged sinews. Critically striking enemy, this graft applies a stack of jolt to you. Jolt grants more maximum damage at the cost of taking increased damage. Can stack up to 10 times. Neat. I mean, do they like give me? Do they hold more? Okay, yeah, they can give me increased graft blood storage. I guess I'll just chuck that out. Yeah, it holds way more. Back here. Okay, I need more graft blood. I take it, I'll guess, just by doing generic bullet breaches. I mean, God, look at this fucking art. That's so good. Oh my god. Every last detail, like the nose being like hands, like fingers and shit. So goddamn detailed. Ugh. Love the UI in this game.
The tree accepts your gift of graft blood. She approves. You are now bonded. If you desire more, you will need more wound gifts and graft blood. We should continue seeking out the Hiveborn and closing their breaches. The fruits of war shall become our weapons. Be ever vigilant.
Alright. Hopefully I get an item graft blood. Like actual armor. Anyways, how to get those skill points. Where did I mention this? I learned recently that that blue jays are in the same family of birds as ravens and crows. I never would have guessed they're corvids. I honestly wouldn't. I found that out, and I feel like my life is better knowing that. Even if I already said it, I feel like it's worth reiterating. It's very important information.
Farewell.
Skill point.
Still working on that power in Exile.
Rest of rule. Get that defense. Get that light.
Alright, set time and tide wait for no man.
And what's this? I mean, I feel like the resistances is just better. That's actually a solid amount of armor. Fuck it. Wee ball. Plus, I need the 4-link. So I have two. Can I get a second blue? This is gonna be ass. I feel like I should have accepted the one green. It's gonna take a second. Deal with. Well, in the meantime, I'll put that there so I can bump it up. That's gonna be a work in progress. Is their face missing? No, it's just a mask. Now we're gonna blitz through this shit like never before seen. Oh yeah. So much more damage that I didn't even spec into. The way I see it, you know, while my flame dash is on cooldown, I might as well throw like one little thing. You know, I probably can grab clarity. That might actually help remove the need to even use a mana. Like clarity and precision. Click on it, damn it. I forgot how small the text of the items is. I keep missing them. I got one stack of jolt. I'm surprised they even got a crit, to be honest. But then I guess given a large enough sample size, you're eventually gonna get some result. Get fucked. I'm not gonna go back for a Scroll of Wisdom. I'm wise enough as is. That Fire Ring? I will go back for that, though. That's a really good one. Dex? Oh, boy. What's the damage I lose? Wait, it's like actually nothing? Doesn't increase fire damage. This does fire damage. Offense? Oh yeah, it's only like a tiny amount. What's the dot though? Oh, it barely goes up. Barely a big thing. Yep, and I get a bunch more elemental resistances. I got the dexterity. Maybe I can equip this now. Fuck, I can't. Balls. Okay, I hate to like keep going back to that goddamn Has-Been Hotel song, but like, I feel like I got psychologically flashbanged when I heard Keith David sing "You're a Power Bottom at Rock Bottom." Chaos Orb. Pick it up. There. Nice. I feel like I actively had to roll like 1d10 like psychic damage after hearing that. It was like the most cursed fucking thing I heard. Now for my favorite mechanic, standing in a small ring. Oh, leather belt. Look at that. It definitely has lyrics. Oh god. It definitely has lyrics. Honestly, I was thinking, like, I think when I get to maps, which will most likely be tomorrow, if I'm able to stream tomorrow. Oh god. Oh, there goes my internet. Oh god. There goes me. That was you know, OBS is feeling the burn too. I think when I get to maps, I'll try playing some Duet Night Abyss. Ah, balls. Because I am certainly kind of curious about that game. All the way back here, man. Pain. At least I have. At least see, that's the great part about skipping everything. When you die, you at least have things to keep yourself stimulated still. All the shit I didn't kill before. People were really not happy with Keep David being in Has-Been. They acted like he was forced to work on the show and not, you know, genuinely enjoyed it, which he repeatedly mentioned he does. Why are people saying that? It's so weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, also, he's like not. I assume he wouldn't even be forced to work on it because, you know, he getting paid to do it. He took the job. I mean, he's Keith David. I doubt he needs the money. I mean, I know a voice acting work doesn't pay that much, but I assume if you're like a prolific voice actor like he is. Oh. The hold. It's like one part right here. I cross the event horizon and everything dies. Everything collapses around me. It's such a weird thing to say. Damn it. Close though. What are my resistances at? Wait, am I actually capped? Almost? Shit, I am. I'm just garbage. Oh, wrong way. Oh yeah, no, like honestly, after watching that music video, I'm like, oh, yeah, I can like that reeked of like really polarizing show, where like you have people who are really fucking into it, and people who just absolutely are not. Also, yes, that thing did in fact melt me. I think fire is my lowest resistance. Yes. Like 42%. When my second lowest is 68, 70%. I was trying to drink my fire flask, but I lagged and I died. Like the vibe I got from that is it's basically like the Zoomers My Little Pony. Like you're gonna have people who are really, really fucking into it. And then people who like will just find it so obnoxious, they're just gonna be like counterculture and be like, eh, no, it's garbage. Oh, no. Okay. Kill him, thank you. Yeah, this song, really? I mean, I know people who don't like it. Like as I was telling the joke about the gacha thing to my friend, he immediately went into a rant about how he hates the writing of the show, which is like, granted, at least he's articulate about it. He's like, yeah, I just don't like the character designs or the writing of the show at all. It's bad. I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. Opinion accepted. Whenever you hear people, it's all surface level aesthetics or porn. I've never. Again, right when I turned the corner, I gotta fucking the game just like shits itself with a lag. God damn it! And then like connection shits itself right around that corner. Please, I wanna finish this. Nice. I knew literally one person who like openly liked that show. And honestly, I'm partially convinced it was porn. I'm like, okay, but that's the same reason for Overwatch's popularity. It's fine. I've been dealing with on and off lag for a while. It's not as bad as back home in my apartment. Here in Florida, it's like it cuts in and out every now and then. Really, it's mostly stable. But see, at least Overwatch, I can be down for. It has like, okay. I will say, I know it's funny seeing the contrast between, like you know, way back when Blizzard was like trying to put they were like trying to take down Overwatch porn. I forget if they actually trying to take it down or if they were like just heavily openly against it. And like when Juno came out, I mean, also ignoring some of the skins that come out, like when Juno came out, I'm like, oh hey, cool, you know, she's like a bit of like a cute little design going on, and all that. But then when they did a zoom out on Juno, and her hips extend back further than her shoulders, I was like, okay. Like, she is a rail fucking thin, but she looks like she went for a hip replacement surgery, and they left the first hip in. Like, she just fucking double hipped out. I'm like, god damn. And she came from Mars. Like, that's a low gravity environment. she would not be that thick. She would look a lot smaller than that because her muscles will be smaller. I'm just saying. If people identify with people identify with characters from Hello Boss or Has Been Hotel, I take that as a major red flag. Yeah, okay, so I know it's funny. When I popped out that image of Huck, I think it was, to make the comparison from with Yakko. You want to know who I found that picture on? That was the third result on Google Images. A Hell of a Boss RP wiki. That's what, like, I clicked on the image, like, okay, cool, I'll take the image. And then I read the title of the page it's from, and it was literally Hell of a Boss Has Been Hotel RP wiki. And I'm like, what? Oh no! Like the recent Discord of people being like Alistair may have been a murderous psychopath, but his victims were rich assholes, so okay. Yeah. Also, oh no, our peers. Oh my god, in that Discord server I moderate, I have to deal with so many people randomly RPing in general. We literally had to make a quarantine for them. Because even if we told them not to do it and kept like telling them not to, they would still do it. So we at least said, you can do it, but we literally have a quarantined channel for it that you have to get into, and that was the only way to stop it from happening. But honestly, like anyone who, like at least for me personally, anyone who gets too into like an individual thing kind of creeps me the fuck out. And I mean that as like people who take sports way too seriously, like anything. Sports, I mean, obviously politics. It's like, man, we could be talking about anything going on in your life right now, and you just spend this time we have on this earth complaining that a fucking multi-billionaire said something mean on Twitter, or like said someone else was doing something. Cool. Like as someone who as a child was in the scene, bronies are like still just like, I don't know, I don't get it. I mean, like I had my own separate reasons for being in the know. But then again, that always comes down to me just like not really needing or desiring a community. I go wherever I please. I hang out with whoever the fuck. I don't like making something a part of my identity. And your dad, why the hell would you spend time watching other people play a game? You're literally watching football right now.
Such a fine example of womanhood. I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me.
Why would identifying with characters from those shows be a major red flag?
His Majesty could never be satiated.
Probably because my guess, based on what Wilson said, is that they're doing horrible things, and they're just like, oh, you know what, they're fine. I really identify with it because the person they're doing it to is justified. Like, I can see it. I don't know the characters enough, but I've definitely seen things like that. Like, for example, people who identify with Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising, which it's probably a bit of a different thing because that's very clearly a satire thing, but people who are like, he has some good points, to a politician who's clearly just bullshitting, as, you know, politicians do, who literally says, I don't even write my own speeches, as he's saying in a speech that people are agreeing to. You know, at least your dad was like, yeah, you know what, fair enough. My dad would probably be like making up some kind of excuse. But, you know, I absolutely have seen people like look at completely reprehensible characters who have like a vague like justification that they're like, oh yeah, no, they're a good person, just misguided. I identified it as like, I don't know about that. By that logic, people identify with characters like Luke Skywalker or Red Flag.
and death washed clean.
I mean, definitely it depends on what they identify with. But I've also never seen Star Wars.
I must have more.
Yeah, basically it's the fact that the character's bad behavior is excused and never brought up as a fault to fix. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that does sound like because I know I was talking to someone else about that, and that was literally a complaint that he mentioned as well. He described it as usually the solution to the problem is to just act like an adult.
Here are ways to
Just probably reductive. I don't know. I've never seen it.
yes.
But it's slowly falling more in line with what I've heard about the show.
Turn your back. Journey well.
What is this shield? Hmm. That's yeah, he's back on the Fallout 4 grind. Once you buy from Todd Howard, you are a slave for life. Like you either break free and see through the illusions, or you buy Skyrim for the 7th time. It's truly the thing that separates the men from the boys. Those who follow in the footsteps blindly, and those who forge their own destiny. Can I use this in... Ooh, I can. Nice. A lot of extra damage. Guys, you're playing through Enderall. I actually have a friend who worked on Enderall, and he's been getting me to play that for a while. I still haven't. I remember I was trying to get Skyrim VR to work because it's like more temperamental to mod than regular Skyrim. And after I kept closing it, opening it again, but he sent me a message on Steam, having trouble getting your titty mod to work. And here's the thing, technically the answer is yes, because like CBBE is like required for so many mods, like armor mods and shit like that. So I think that was the problem I was having. So in a roundabout way, yes. Really, it's a lot, damn. I still want to play, I just never got around to it. Because you were there with the non-playable human races. That's fair. Personally, I don't mind something like that as much. Mostly because I don't have a high opinion on and yes, I absolutely was called the fuck out. I mean, let's be real. Like, you know, if you're modding Skyrim, there's a good chance that's half the issue somewhere along the lines. For me, I feel like most games don't do anything interesting enough with non-human races for me to get interested. Like, if it's just like race but animal, miss me with that shit. I'll always stand the Divinity Original Sin lizards for having not only fucked up body proportions, at least for the females. Like, the females were like way too goddamn lanky. Having like armor designs that actually kind of like play into the fact they're literally like thick skin scaled reptiles by having like parts missing, and also making them swapping their roles as the elves and making the lizard slave owners was really good. I like that twist. Pick up there, goddammit. Imagine doesn't feel weak as hell. Ain't that the fucking truth? God forbid one of them isn't human. I mean, fair enough. I know some people have a harder time, you know, disassociating when like different body types of humanoid races and then just like person but with lizard head, effectively. I don't blame him for being like, yeah, we generally want to go with that. I assume Enderall's not associated with Skyrim. But if it is still like an Elder Scrolls thing, then that is kind of weird. That you can't play as the. Yes, honestly, the fucking the what do you call it? The elves being like basically Florida Man. Is fucking great. That was like my favorite thing about Divinity as well. Divinity was so good. It's just another thing to add to the list of reasons I do not like Baldur's Gate 3. Well, okay, saying I don't like it's a bit of a stretch. That I'm just not enthused to keep. I actually have a lot of these. Where can I go from here? Actually, I can probably get a recoup, right? Damage taken is recoup his life. That would apply to my energy shield. Gonna lurk now. Hopefully I can maintain providing background noise for whatever the fuck you're doing. Orwin's non-human had proper animal-like features, like many couldn't wear open-faced helmets.
I will uncover the secrets hidden in
Yeah, I do remember that they couldn't wear shoes or open-faced helmets, which is honestly really cool. Were there any pieces of armor for those slots they could wear? Like you would assume that somewhere someone would have like something made for beast race. But yeah, that was always the weirdest thing, like the mask of Clavicus Vile in Skyrim literally like shrinks the Argonian's head because it just like completely gets rid of their snout. Like what the fuck? Like I feel like having like one or two pieces of armor across the entire game that Argonians could wear in that category would really add to the world building. Like yeah, you know what? There's like some guy who's like yeah, you know, or at the very least if because aren't Argonians during Morrowind still treated as like slaves? You're like yeah, you know, we're making a protective gear for slave owners who have their Argonians. Or some shit. I don't know. Helmets are only open-faced, but no boots as far as you know. Which makes sense. Yeah, that's true. Oh, the Dragon Priest masks do that too? Oh my god. Right, yeah, they do. I think I'll go this way. Oh. He's reloading fucking Fallout 4 again. His titty mod ain't working. Clearly. Recipe, thank you. Okay. Back to the crossroads. Or sorry, this. Yeah, I'll probably end it. I wonder if the boss is still here. Curious. Where are you, boss? Jeweler strongbox? Sure, let's see what's in here. Gonna be absolute dog shit, I bet. I like this ability so much. I had a lot of fun. With literally fireball, but you throw it instead of shoot it. Did it actually drop nothing? It literally dropped nothing. It didn't get loot filtered out. It dropped nothing. Actually scammed. Fuck this game. Okay, how much graph juice do I have? Okay, I probably have to activate the thing to get the graph juice. It looks like those things do not exist. Oh, there's a boss here. Bundle of woe. Well, that was quick. Back to going down. I think we'll go this way. That's where the path leads. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what emotion I was supposed to feel right there. I walk up to a giant stone statue of a woman. She looks at me, draws a bow, and suddenly turns like 40 feet tall. I'm getting mixed emotions here. I like how they are so insistent on keeping some enemies, like keeping the modifier where enemies cannot be killed. Like Path of Exile used to have this one modifier called Allies Cannot Die, where... Where's the path going? End in here? Where the door is? I just missed it? And it caused so many problems because, like, the mob might be, like, at the very end of the pack, but you can't kill anything. Here we go. But you can't kill anything to get to them. And because there's, like, 40 enemies who are constantly getting hit by everything you do, it causes huge performance issues. Then they removed it finally after, like, 1 billion years, and now they brought it back as a modifier where periodically an enemy will make a pulse and create an aura where no one can be hurt for, like, 5 seconds. They really like that modifier. My favorite modifier that they ever added was a modifier that made it so the moment if an enemy died, keep in mind there's no visual indicator. Like, it's just a rare enemy. You have to, like, hover over their icon to see that they have this modifier. Like, you see, like, the text. When you kill them, they explode, and it almost always one-shot you because it did so much damage late game. And the form of damage it did was not a spell, was not an attack, it was secondary damage. So you couldn't block it, you couldn't dodge it. Like, at best you could have resisted, but even with high resistances, you still would just get it one shot. So people would just be running around, meleeing things. So obviously, you know, melee for a while was dog shit because of stuff like this. You'd be running around meleeing things, jump into a pack, sit on the rare enemy's face, instantly kill them, and they go like, and you would die instantly. Like, goddamn. Meanwhile, ranged classes didn't have to do with anything like this. Oh, there was also enemies with reflect. So, like, if you hit them, you would just die. Like, you would fire a projectile off screen to, like, or you would fire a projectile to hit a pack. The projectile pierces through the enemies. It goes off screen. And then you die. And there's, like, nothing you could have done about it because the enemy had elemental reflect and you just died. Oh, it was so ass. So what they eventually did, because they refused to remove that modifier. Like, it was in that game for way too long. So what they did initially was when you kill an enemy, it creates a fireball. That slowly gets faster and faster until it reaches you. And then it takes a second to explode. So you just gotta keep moving, which is definitely much better.
This place throws forth from a dark night.
And I think with Reflect, they have mechanics where, like, if you hit an enemy, it creates a damaging field around you or on you that, like, takes a second to blow up. So, you know, if you keep moving, you'll be fine. But, like, they still, like, they keep reiterating on that exact type of mechanic so much. Like, do you really need people to get punished for attacking things? I don't know. It feels weird to me. Especially how it used to be done. So, needing, well, fucking, what do you call it? Reflect ignore on all of your builds is, what do you call it? Was like so ass. Like, even if you had only like 25%, only 25% reflect reduction, you'd still just get destroyed because we did so much damage even back then. Now it's like not really much of an issue. Like, it's only an issue with maps. Like, you could roll a map that has, you know, general reflect on all enemies, which can suck. But it's at least not, you know, you're just going through a map like normal. One enemy pops up and he's like, alright, you're gonna not have fun anymore. And then just demolishes you. I was not paying attention. Balls. Oh, well, I just leveled up. I didn't lose anything. Oh, the internet. It shit itself. It doesn't help that my chance to hit is 75% still. Okay, it's for... Yeah, 75%. So, like, sometimes I can't tell if it's lag or I just fucking miss. It's always been the fun part about accuracy. Oh! Maybe not unequipping that ring was a bad idea. Yeah, I would have set on fire. That did a lot of damage to me. Butt sauce. Okay, can I say, what the fuck, UK? Why do the British people have the worst names for food sometimes? I was going through the import aisle in my grocery store, and I saw something called Daddy's Favorite Brown Sauce. First off, calling a sauce brown sauce, why? That is like the least appetizing name for a sauce ever. Like, you couldn't be more descriptive. Like, it's like a barbecue sauce, like a mayonnaise, like a mustard sauce. No, it's brown sauce. But the Daddy's Favorite being the brand is like really not helping. It really isn't. Like, I had to like look it up and look into this. I still couldn't find a consistency of what the fuck it tasted like, and I'm not sure I want to taste a Daddy's Favorite brown sauce. Like, I gave you guys the benefit of the doubt on Spotted Dick, but I draw the line on Daddy's Favorite brown sauce. Maybe that's the point. In which case, I respect that. I'll still hate it. Because, like, if I had a restaurant, I would give everything the most unhinged names. Honestly, if I had a restaurant, I would love, like, if money was not much of an issue for me, I would love to have a restaurant that's open from like 8 p.m. to like 7 p.m. to like 4 in the morning. Like, I would love to for it to be like the coziest diner vibe for like the night shift workers. Like there's nothing that vibes harder than like a late night diner kind of feel. Like a nice quiet chill place. I've been thinking about that lately. I'd love to do it. But obviously restaurants are unbelievably expensive, and I know that I'll never end up actually doing that. But I feel like night shift workers really got the short end of the stick lately in our modern economy. The fuck is that?
Enough credit, Malagaro. This place, this energy.
Reduced maximum life. A shitload of health regeneration. That's not bad. A lot of fucking health regen.
How brutal.
Like, I really do feel bad for how night shift workers are treated. People who are like night owls, like, don't get to do anything, are often seen as like lazy because they don't abide by other people's regular time. Like, just because you don't see them do anything while you're awake doesn't mean nothing's happening. And I even heard some places are being like super like weird about people being out late at night, where they just kind of automatically assume anyone who's out past fucking 10 p.m. is literally just a criminal. Man, that sucks. I could never work night shifts largely because of that. You do? Hopefully you get it. I'll tell you one thing, you want a night shift job, man. Just like literally walk into a hospital, say I'm looking for a night shift job. They will literally give you like every job in the entire hospital. Do you have a nursing license? No. Good. You're gonna start working as a night shift nurse. My God. Hospitals like crave night shift workers so bad.
When I'm ready and not.
Like, it can definitely, especially in a hospital, it can sound kind of nice. Especially because it's like usually people who can't handle day shift because it's too hectic, they go to night shift because there's like literally nothing that happens. Like sometimes you'll have issues with patients for sure. You know, it's never like super perfectly easy. But yeah, honestly, you probably could have. Like even like a patient care tech, things like that. Like there's plenty of positions. Monitor techs, probably, depending on like what, you know, your hospital has. Feels like some hospitals have positions that like some hospitals do like 24/7 X-rays and MRIs and shit like that. I've been to a couple hospitals that don't have any staff or like any machines that operate 24 hours. Everything gets done in the morning. But there are places that do. Like, no doubt they need people.
Consideration and hesitation. The former is
Yeah, no, hospitals are always... Hospitals in general are strained for people. Ooh. Arcanist Strongbox is currency. Chaos Orb. Get fucked. Nice. Yeah, they're always like strained for people. At the best of times. Like when I started doing travel nursing, every single position I was offered pretty much anywhere was only night position. it was like actually kind of difficult in areas that I vaguely wanted to get a day position. I was actually gonna work in Maine as my first contract. They accepted me for a day position, and then they called me back saying like, oh, actually we're sorry, it was we intended to list that position as a night position. Like every place I went to, if I wanted to renew it, I would have to do like a night position usually. It's like crazy how much night staff they need. But keep in mind, I am also referring to like America. I don't know how it is in Europe or the United Kingdom. That's not a part of Europe anymore. Man, what a weird political time we live in. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. It's just really, everything's really weird right now. I don't like it. Ow, ow, I want to be Spider's name! Stone Slasher, hi Stone Slasher. I just wanted to read his name real quick, but that aura was adding a lot of damage, so I was getting my butt cheeks clapped by tiny spiders. Yeah, I don't have the clearing for this. So I'm just gonna not do this still. Like, if I find a regular breach, I'll do that, but not like the big tower defense event. Oh god. I gotta kill him before he fucking blasts my eardrums out. He's doing more damage to my ears than me. I wonder if I probably could, if I can download, because I realized Clip Studio Paint is on mobile, and you can use it for like 30 hours a week for free. Whether a week or a month. I might be able to finish my Path of Exile video while I'm here. Because like, I have all the files. Like I brought my hard drive and my SSD or my USB that I keep all of my art. Great crown, take it. Because I realized I probably could finish that up. Why do that? But, like, it's just been eating away at me that like I just can't work on that because I didn't finish the art. But I am very much intent on finishing that sumbitch. It'll be my magnum opus that came out in the last 4 months, which is nice because it's been 5 months since my last video was out. Alright, time to slap this boss's nuts. Gotta stretch my hands real quick. Take a swig of beverage. Also, every god having the same, like, boss fight music. I don't know. Like the minor gods. It's not that big of a deal because it's really only something... Wait, why are they still here? Why are they all standing there? Who are these people? Wait, isn't that Oak and Creighton? Why are they there? They literally don't appear in the fight. I wonder if that's like a oh, and Alira is there too. I wonder if that's a remnant that is only showing up now. So basically what was supposed to happen initially is this boss fight was supposed to depend on which of the bandits you helped. Like whoever was the surviving bandit would be the boss fight. And if you killed all three, I assume it would be Groost. But it ended up being only Groost. Like that Jane was never a thing, and they never took a part of this boss fight, but they're still there. I do wonder if that's part of it. Fascinating. Oh, I wonder if they're testing that. It might be them like actually trying to get that to work. I'd be down for that. Like, I would love it if they give the axe a touch up. Actually, didn't Mike say that I would unlock asynchronous trade in Act 6? I'm getting hurt. %3 chance to recover all life when you kill an enemy? That's pretty nice. Like, there's a lot of enemies. Like, I guess, like, the way Path of Exile works, you know, it is pretty bursty sometimes. I'll look into that. Especially now that I can alt tab and not have to worry about you seeing everything. Not that I have anything to really hide. It's like the last time I had display capture on, I was slightly inebriated playing Awesome Knots, and I accidentally opened up my work email on stream. But my stream was like too crunchy to see anything, thank God. And also, no one watched me. It was literally one guy who to this day can... Well, I think if I still blacken on me, I don't work there anymore. I haven't worked there in like 3.5 years. Like 3 years. Man, I'm now depressed again because I realize I've been streaming for like 3.5 years now, and it's like I'm pretty sure for like 2 of those years I have gained like 3 followers. Twitch is not good for discoverability. Like, I've genuinely had more discoverability on YouTube just by like casually streaming than I have on Twitch, which is kind of wild. I don't really care that much. Well, obviously, if I did, I wouldn't be still doing this. But like when just when you think about it, it's kind of fucking wild. Like, at least I haven't gone down technically. Like, my averages usually stay about the same. That's something. But when my average goes like between I can become an affiliate and I can't, when the becoming an affiliate like basically requires you to stream consistently and have a average of 3 concurrent viewers, it's like, oh, maybe that's not. And I guess when you think about it, it is still like top 80% of all streamers having like anyone watch you. I'm special. I am the top 20%. Like me, you don't use Twitch at all, and outside of Warframe, you have more up to date stream. Honestly, I think you might be why my statistics have been consistent. Because you're like always sitting in the chat just to have up to date audio. Maybe when I become a big channel, YouTube will give me better delays. Like, there have been some streams where honestly it was like basically 1-to-1. It was like terrifying, even on like normal latency rather than like ultra low latency. I keep it ultra low latency, but honestly, I kind of value the picture quality for a VOD situation. Oh god, this might be too much. I might be out of my league. I'm gonna go back to fucking standard after this. Oh no. Uh-oh. I have the damage, but I need the defense. Okay, I survived. Only 17 graft bloods. Fine. Fuck's the exit? Did I actually just miss it? It should be north of the portal. I mean, I guess you could say it helps that I have, I make YouTube videos. Like, it's easier to get attention to yourself when you put out a video that gets, like, 5,000 views in a week. I'm still happy with that. Because, like, Warframe was, like, my third ever YouTube video, and looking back, I'm like, man, why did I do it like this? So I figured Warframe changed enough, and I got a lot better, so I really wanted to give Warframe that. Like, I wanted to make a Warframe video that I was, like, certifiably happy with. I'm very happy with how it turned out. And that it's, like, what, almost a year old now? I think. 8 months, probably. And like, nothing's really changed. That's what I said. I mean, technically, everything stayed consistent. Like, I've been saying that the new player experience sucked, but it's getting better, and that's still true. It's still getting better. It still sucks. I wonder how many issues I've had in a video that have actually been, like, fixed. Like, things that I felt was, like, major enough to talk about outright. I don't think any of them. I think the only thing that would have been the, like, armor, but I believe that came out after the armor change. Like, I think the biggest rework that's happened since then was, like, the pseudo exalteds. I probably didn't talk about that because I don't really use those. I try and be as thorough as I can, but only to, like, things that are relevant to me. Like as much as I don't really play, give it a watch and check. I might as well. I'll boost my own view count. One nice thing about doing YouTube and Twitch stuff, I very quickly stopped caring about my voice. Like initially, I was like, man, I fucking hate the sound of my voice. I don't give a shit anymore. Everyone's voice sucks to themselves. Like, that is just a reality. Like, I gotta have a high-pitched, very, like, slightly nasally voice to talk fast. It can be irritating to some people. I don't care. It's the pipes God gave me. Just because I was born a falsetto does not mean I will try my damnedest to play a baritone. I don't know what the fuck I meant with that. But yeah, it's one of the things that, like, you get used to, at least for me, super quickly. I know some people don't. Like, even the difference between what do you call it? Like, YouTuber, influencer voice, and then immediately going back into, like, your normal voice. When you're like, hey, what's up, guys? Shady McNady here. Talking to you about the... And then like, they mess up the lines, they pause it, and then they immediately go to, like, yeah. Like, mumbling to themselves. Like, even, like, having that, like... Oh, God, right, I had to go back to this area. Like, having that big difference. You plan on trying multi-stream when you get a new computer, because Twitch, while having the most people that you know, doesn't... It really does. It genuinely doesn't. Like I said, I have been... Like, the only thing I can do is probably go back and, like, make clips of my VODs. Because, like, I have a plan of making clips for YouTube. I just haven't gotten to it yet, because I don't want to, like, start uploading stream clips while I am not making YouTube videos. I still want to focus on my YouTube videos primarily. Problem is, they take a lot of fucking work, and I've been dealing with chronic fatigue and a busy job for a very long time. That's been just making it difficult. I just feel bad. Like, I feel bad about, like, making a community post unless I have, like, substantial work to show off, or I'm about to, or have just released a video. Which is why it was, like, literally 8 months since my last one. Where I was saying, yep, same problems. I feel like ass. But yeah, from what I understand, like, unless you're, like, putting yourselves out there, advertising as, like, a shameless whore and constantly, like making clips of yourself, you have absolutely no discovery. Because, like, genuinely, I have gained absolutely no, like, increase in... Like, I've been shooting pretty damn consistently. Like, I try to make my times consistent. I try to tell people, like, when the, the times will be and everything. But I just, like, get no... There's, like, nothing sticks. Staying around the average. And I'm going just by average view count. I'm not even looking at the other statistics. I mean, some streams, you know, I got like 10, 11 views, 20 views, 30 views, some like 8. But like, it's obviously the average that matters. Like, are people sticking around? Multi-streaming is definitely nice. Because like, I get both audiences, I can interact with both. I have bot tricks to put both chats on screen so they both can interact. Honestly, initially, the biggest reason I did YouTube was just because Twitch does not do VODs very well. Like, if you're an affiliate or a Prime sub, it stays up for like a month, but that's it. Which is like not good for me. I don't want that. I like archival. So if I stream on YouTube as well, it's archiving, and then it just happens that it ends up just being the better platform for me. But having been in several situations, you've heard your own voice, still don't know what you sound like. Interesting. Regenerate 50 health a second. Get more defense. And armor 5%. Yeah, put it there. Pull that out. Like, also now that like I used to do like a thing where, so I used to have a really like long commute to my work, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes one way at like 5 in the morning when there's no cars barely. And I was just, I couldn't listen to enough stuff to do my, like, stay sane. So I started recording like a roadside podcast thing. And I want to keep doing that because it was honestly kind of fun telling random stories and like things that entertain me at work. But I like stopped because I was so burnt out. I was so burnt out from work, I stopped doing that. And then now it's been like such long delays between my videos that I don't want to like record something and upload that because I feel like I could put that effort instead to like a primary video. Because I'm not gonna say like anything I do does not take away from the videos I do. Because I'm literally one guy who's drawing, doing sound design, doing editing, doing gameplay, doing streaming, all this kind of stuff. Anything I do is absorbing the time I have to work on other stuff. So I choose not to. You listen to streams you talked in, you can't make out which voice is yours, and it's only 4 voices totally another. Really interesting. I wonder if that's like a thing some people just have. Like I would think tone deaf, but I'm not sure if tone deaf would affect your ability to hear like differentiate voices from each other. Oh no, you can't understand human speech. Quick, how many fingers am I holding? Oh god, I think he's having a stroke. That actually is one of the signs of a stroke. If someone is talking perfectly fine, but they cannot understand what anyone else is saying, that can indicate potential or like upcoming or already occurred brain damage to the part of your brain, because we have 2 different parts of our brains. One that affects our ability to like read and speak, and another one is our ability to like comprehend like spoken and written language, like write and speak. Another one that manages us understanding speech and writing. Like, it's entirely possible to be able to understand people but not talk, and on the same end, talk and not understand people. But I believe that that one is a lot more rare. Because like they usually the main thing that they teach is for in signs of a stroke is oh okay I have all the fireflies is slurred speech. Let's see. 4 o'clock already. I'll kill this boss and get to the next act, and then we'll call it. Sounds good. Inventory, like, have enough space for the things. That, get that. He has the fireflies. Identify everything. Anything worth using. Really? Watch you.
Yes, there's an S.
I will never do that quest. It is fucking pointless. Alright, skill points. What? Where should I be going? Let's see. I'm looking for like, where can I get more armor? I can do that for sure. Oh, let me grab elemental resistance. It's generic damage, attack speed, strength, and intelligence. That could work. Or I can do this and get it for 3 points. 4 points if I get damage. Yeah, these are more valuable points. Then again, I also grab this. Let's actually I put it on there because that gives me more value. Yeah. Oh my god, this is like that's +2 to all resistances if I grab that. That fucks. That fucks. I still don't know why she turns into a fox. Like maybe she'll say something about knowing that. I don't know. It just kind of happens, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Hot. I mean, you know, she's on fire. I'm just stating the obvious, really. Oh, I was zoomed in. What the fuck? I think the most terrifying thing when you see some of these enemies is that those spiders are using Flicker Strike. They literally teleport to you. Imagine you're minding your own business when suddenly a black recluse just spawns on your hand. Like you're just like looking, you're like, you know, you're holding your hand out to like feel some rain or whatever. Then you're looking at the palm of your hand and suddenly spider. Honestly, I would at that point I'd probably say I don't think life's worth living anymore. Like, knowing that I have to share it with these abominations. And either I would commit genocide on all spiders, or myself. And there's a lot more spiders than there are me. And that's not even the fact that these are like, these are like bus-sized spiders. Also, spiders do a lot of good for the society, so I feel like spiders deserve to stay more. I had a spider. Okay, there was a spider that was like sitting in the in the bit like the slightly warped baseboard in my bathroom. So there was like a gap between the wall and the corner of the baseboard. And there's a spider that would always be there. And it would like never move. It would be always be in the same position. I was never sure if it was alive or dead. It was just completely motionless. But it was always there. It like that web was never empty. So I just started calling it, since it was like my bathroom buddy, I called it the itsy shitsy spider. I don't think it's there anymore. But I was seeing it even like up until pretty recently. I miss you, itsy shitsy spider. What is the lifespan of a spider? I feel like that one spider was there for a while. Maybe we're just sleepy. Maybe.
Approach, challenger.
We have something to relate on. Oh, that's... What's that ring? Not be ignited. Then I guess it would depend on what kind of spider. I think it's crazy when like you have like a species, a certain species of animals, and like the life expectancy is like greatly varies. Like you have like green cheek conures who live about like 13 to 18 years. Then you have like no, it was like budgies that are like 5-8 years or some shit like that. You have like green cheek conures of both parrots that live like 12 to 18, and then you have like another form of really tiny parrot that will live up to like 70 years. Like no, I think it's like sun cheek conures can live like 50 years, and then macaws can live up to like 100 almost sometimes. Like they can easily go to their 80s. Like what the fuck? Let me look this up. Green cheek hair lifespan. It is about up to 30 years. Holy shit. I want to point out a green cheek conure is tiny. They're like they're like the palm of your hand pretty much. They're so small. Let's see. Budgie lifespan. Yeah, like 5 to 15 years. Oh yeah, 5 to 8 years in captivity. Well, it kind of makes more sense with budgies, because like budgies are like they're like flying rats, not like in an insulting way, but like they swarm. Like if you ever want to die of cuteness, look up people like filming themselves taking a stop on a roadside, and they literally get flooded with budgies. Like literally hundreds of budgies are like surrounding them. Like oh my god, budgie swarms are like massive. So like it's kind of like they have like big numbers and replace really fast like rats. Man, it eternally makes me sad that rats live like 1 to 3 years at most. It's like, man, I want a rat so bad, but I genuinely could not handle the heartbreak of having my pet pass away on me, like so many, like multiple times in like 10-year span. Especially with how lovable and intelligent they are. Why do they have to get the short end of the stick? Especially being like dissed as like the plague carriers of history. When most of the time, you know, that's just because they're wild animals, and oftentimes, but sometimes also kind of the fault of people. Yeah, I was gonna look up like macaw. I'm almost certain they can live up to like 80 years. Macaw. Yeah, like okay, 50 to 60 years. I think it was like a sun cheek on your lifespan. Okay, so it's about the same. It's about the same as a green cheek conure. I could have sworn there was like a conure that for some reason, even though it's like 99% the exact same, has like half the life expectancy. Also because budgies are like swarm birds, they're like honestly they're disgustingly cheap. Sometimes I'll go to the pet store to like look at the birds because I love parrots so much, and I like they have like a cage full of budgies, and they're like $30 a pop. I feel like implicitly you should not sell a budgie for that much. Like, you need to have the price be higher because birds are difficult to take care of. And being able to buy a bird for $30 is like really sending a bad message about how hard it will be to take care of even a budgie. Oh fuck. And like budgie, like from what I understand, budgies aren't even like the easiest bird to take care of in the bird species. They're very needy. And then you have little green cheek conures that are like $800 right next to it. But they literally only had like one. And then I went like the week later and someone bought it. I'm like, oh, I hope that bird's doing good. I would love to own a bird. But I never will because they are difficult and I fully understand that. Like honestly, even being back home with my cat, it makes me think, I don't know if I want a pet anymore. Like, I love my cat to death, but like maybe just because I just like being on my own and doing my own thing, I don't want to like also have to attend to like something or on a regular basis. You gotta constantly give it attention. When most of the time I just want to be left alone and just do my own things at my own time. Like I wake up, it's 7 in the morning. I can't oversleep because my cat will meow me awake because I haven't seen him yet. Because he's hungry for breakfast. Like my cat rations his own food very well, so we don't like feed him at certain times. We just leave an open food bowl and he just eats however much he wants, and you know, he's not overweight because he controls himself pretty well. But he just wants me to be there to eat, and like sometimes, some mornings I just like can't do anything in the morning because he wants to play super badly. So I play with him, I do all that stuff, and I'm like, man, I just kind of want to chill. I'm fucking tired. Yes, I don't want kids. How can you tell? Yeah, with how expensive kids are. Yeah, I don't think I would mind having kids. I'm just, if I didn't have kids, I don't think I would mind necessarily either. Plus, with how things are going, I'm not sure I want to be like, hey, all right, I'm tagging you in. Finish society for me, please, thanks. Plus, I also can't have kids. Like, fun fact, as far as I'm aware, my knee disability might actually be genetic. This is obviously just like me more or less guessing just from like other things, but there is actually a syndrome, something called nail patella syndrome, which is a genetic disorder that causes like, you know, like deformations of like the fingernails, toenails, and like the patella, which is, you know, your kneecap. And like I also have weird fucking fingernails, toenails, instead of my mother. So I'm like, not having a knee is coded into my DNA. Shit. Alright, cool. Act 8. I'm covered in spider web. I'm like, free myself. I can't burn it off. You want kids? There's a lot of outside. Yeah, honestly, that's the biggest thing for me. It's just mostly the outside factors.
Gladly drink of this power.
I'm really not sure. I'm in a good and I'm in a better position than most people. I'll put it that way. I'm in a better position than most people to have kids, and I still don't feel like I'm in a position to have kids. Those are really good. Definitely don't want kids. You're not good around those. Also, what the fuck does that mean? K Sarah Sarah. I don't speak French. Mostly the dating market. Dude, I got so fucking lucky with my partner. Oh my god, the dating market is so ass, I'm sure. Like, especially if you're a capital G gamer, because we don't go outside. So, like, your only option, if anything, would probably be, like, online spaces, so you never know if they're nearby or not. And, like, dating apps are not designed... Really? Huh. I mean, you know, when you're young, people don't like the idea of being forced to settle down. A lot of people aren't like that. It tends to be something that they get open to more in the future. Unlike my brother and his wife, they literally had a kid the moment they got married. Like, Jesus. Yeah, dating apps are, like, not designed around long term. I don't know why I went to... You go to the previous act and get skill points. I don't have any. Like, I'm not even joking. We had the wedding. One of the gifts that they had pre-ordered and was being made, it just didn't come in time for the wedding, was it's like right next to me. It's a mug that says best man and best brother and best uncle. I'm like, sir? Excuse me? That shit was planned. Good lord. Like, the kid's literally gonna be born, like, just shy of 9 months after their wedding. Granted, they had been together for, like, quite, you know, a fair few years. I personally say a little bit too few, but not my life to live. Doesn't matter. To me, at least. But yeah. So I'm practicing my alcoholism. I'm really getting into politics, so that I can be the best uncle that clearly everyone needs. Everyone needs the fun, slightly racist uncle in their lives. You know, the one that's like you always want to go to his house, but you know, every now and then they just have to cover the kid's ears. I feel like I can do that. You know, I've been places. You know, that they could say like, "Oh, Uncle Vivid, you know, you've been all over the country. What's it like?" And then like you know, my brother's expecting me to tell stories about how I saw, like, you know, the mountains of Vermont, in Tennessee. I worked out up in Maine. I got to experience the harsh Vermont winters. I saw the flatness of Kansas. You know, all this kind of stuff. Like stationing myself in so many different areas, and then I open my mouth, and then they like within 5 seconds, you like my brother and what would it be, sister-in-law? Just like they're like sitting there mouth agape as I probably drop at least 3 slurs. You know? And then the yeah, let's see. You're considered the know-it-all uncle who happens to make the best food. Your sister told you your nephew thinks your cooking is awesome, but I talk a lot. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm also like a pretty big cook, so it's like, you know, they'll be over for, like, they have to come over from my house for Thanksgiving because I'm the one who always makes like the best Thanksgiving meals, and they're just like, he only come here because he gives us the free food and it's tasty. Only 3. Listen. I'm working on it. But yeah, you know, I'm practicing.
First, I'm getting the racism down. Then I'll start the drinking. But in all seriousness, I live in like a completely different state now, so I probably wouldn't exactly have too much opportunity to spend time with the kid.
Journey well.
But yeah, no, I got very lucky with my partner. Like, holy shit. They are like a very good match for me currently, and I'm thankful to not have to deal with the current dating market based on what I've seen. That and I definitely I would like, if it wasn't for that, I would have to deal with it eventually, because I'll just as this. What's that? There we go. Ending the stream soon. Cause like at work, I have pretty much never not like, I've either worked with people who are 10 years younger than me. Like when I was working in fast food, I was working with people who were like in Arby's. I was like 25, working with people who were 16, 17. I'm like, oh my god. Holy shit. There was this one underage person I recall that was like the most awkward sumbitch ever. They were like, they had no understanding of social cues, to the point where like, God, I forgot. Like basically imagine like it's like 17-year-old girl walk up to you and ask you very loudly in front of like 5 people if you have sex. Like, or some other random, like it was like something absolutely unhinged. Like that was the most awkward thing I've ever had to deal with in my life. I'm like, ew. Get away from me. Like they would ask very weird and personal questions. But yeah, it's either like that, like they were either underage at the place, or they were like 15, 20 years older than me. Either it was like at the Arby's, or when I became a nurse. Obviously, like the average age of the nurses that I was going to school with and working with are like in their 40s and 50s, and I was like, when I started nursing, I was like 25. So like, oh, literally like most of them are half my age, like twice my age. So I definitely can't imagine I'm gonna be in many situations where I'm gonna meet people. No siree. Oh, and I worked at Arby's, so it's not like I would meet someone like, you know, they come into work frequently. We start hitting the shits a little bit, and then start, you know, going from there. Because like the Arby's clientele is elderly. Although I would apparently attract a lot of the grandmas, because like they would always, specifically to me for some reason, be like way too nice and like giving me like extra tips and coming by and giving me like Christmas gifts with some extra money and shit like that. So like everyone at the Arby's kept saying like I was into cougars, because they just kept being way too like appreciative of me. And the thing is, even when I was a nurse, I have that still follows me around. I have had old ladies make up excuses, like my patients make up excuses just so I can like do things for them. Like there was one person who had like this fungal cream, and they would ask me to like, you know, apply the cream. And you know, I would like get like they basically wanted me to like massage all their toes like very slowly, and I'm like, and listen, I'm getting paid more than a foot massager for this. I guess I can't complain. And then they can only get it once a day, but they were really trying to convince me to, before I left work, give them another like fungal cream treatments, and I'm like, please. Please. I just want to go home. Oh, God. Anyways, I'm going to call it here now. Thank y'all for stopping by. It was fun. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow.
I mean, honestly, at this rate, I probably will. Maybe not. We'll see. It just kind of depends on how I feel. I definitely won't be streaming on the 12th because I will be having my surgery. And then after that, we'll see. Peace, y'alls. Have a good one.